It's Rejected Radio. Josh and Boner are back. Not live, not scripted, and since we're being honest, not that entertaining. Join the conversations on Facebook and Twitter by searching Rejected Radio. The Rejected Radio podcast starts now. Here's Josh and Boner.
Well, we don't have a boner tonight. Is that that kind of sounds? Do I? I'm sorry. No boner tonight, but we are kind of testing things out. It is Rejected Radio, and here's why we're doing this again tonight. We did this last night, but it was what, midnight when we actually went live.
Yeah, totally.
We need mics over here. Do we have them? 1 and 2. There we go. Hello. So welcome in. It's Rejected Radio. I'm Josh, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we did do this last night. We did it like around midnight, and it was great because a lot of you guys tuned in. We appreciate you guys checking us out. But at the same time, it's like everybody's bitching because like, what the hell? It's midnight. Jesus Christ, we want to hear you guys during the day. So here we are. It's 8:45. Deal with it, all right? But thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you guys chilling with us and being a part of the Rejected Radio podcast. Tonight brought to you by Bud Light. It's not just a breakfast drink anymore. All right, there we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, we're cheersing.
Yeah, so we've got Sammie right here. So hello, Sammie. There we go. Jabbo is over there on your left. That'd be the left. And producer John over here as well. Hello, Johnny boy. So it is Rejected Radio, guys. Again, thank you so much for being patient with us. What has been going on? Why have we not been here in like 3 months? And I can answer that question because, as you can tell, we are in a new studio. Pretty well state of the art. It looks great. We're actually inside the Bogus Bijou Studios, and we have our own little podcast space here. But everything has been, God, it's been a whirlwind, man. It feels like it was just yesterday that we were just talking to you. Shut up, Sammie. But you know, we've been working on the cameras, we've been working on the lighting, the setup, the fixing of the studio, making sure all the audio equipment's ready to go. And tonight is kind of a test run to see how everything is going to roll with us. And we appreciate you guys hanging out and being a part of it. So. Hello, Michelle. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm going to try to get to every comment, guys. Hopefully I can do so. Lauren, thank you for hanging out with us, too. Ashley, welcome in. And so let's see here. Let's go around the room. How's everybody doing today? Everybody good?
Doing fan-friggin-tastic.
You are so bubbly. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
There's going to be at least one in every group, right?
You are an extreme minority.
I would say that I'm the one.
You are an extreme minority, and yet you're happier
in more ways than one.
than every other white guy in this room, and we should be the ones that are happy. But anyway, thank you for bringing your bubbly personality with us. Jabbo, how you doing tonight?
Hey, doing good. How you doing, sir?
I'm surviving, man. I've got beer, which is always a good thing. And John Boy, how you doing?
Not enough beers yet.
I know.
That's the good thing
about.
Good thing about the 1 o'clock in the morning stream is
we're good and
you're
toasted.
already
Yes.
good and toasted. You're already ready, you're ready to see people that don't exist.
That's true.
So it's easier to talk to people that aren't there.
That's true. Mike, hey, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. Teresa, thanks for chilling with us. Kobe, Sandy, thank you so much for joining in.
He said, where did he come
again,
from?
if there's something you guys want to talk about, this has no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. We just bullshit.
Actually,
so leave your comments here.
There is something I want to talk about. Last night, when we were having our podcast last night, you waited until I left.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that? Okay.
In the workplace.
Cleavage in the workplace, yes.
This.
And I feel like this is such a very important topic. Here was my thing, and we did talk about this last night. Cleavage in the workplace. Is it important or is it not? To me as a guy, it is absolutely important. If you are a boss or a manager and you're showing me some legit serious cleavage in the workplace.
Boobies.
Yes, I am. You tell me what you want me to do, all right? You let me know exactly what task needs to be done, and I'm going to do it. Because there is an inkling, and I mean a very, very small percent, that I might one day get to see more of that cleavage. So I'm gonna attempt to at least
Look, I'm not gonna
do my job.
Coming from the opposite perspective.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't even show my boobs. I don't. I'm just wearing a tighter shirt.
Hey, I paid for them suckers.
I think we all.
Speaking of which, everybody out there, LeBron and I are married, by the way. But
he hasn't seen last night's podcast.
I don't just let random people buy me boobs.
Huh?
Anyways,
yeah, right.
no, I just wear like a different shirt. You know, my normal uniform is, you know, a a black button-up, black pants. So whenever I am, on the floor
that'd be
managing,
let's put that on vibrate. Go ahead.
I wear different clothes. So an example is the other day, was it yesterday? Yesterday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, yesterday I wore a looser shirt on purpose.
Looser? Is that a
Looser.
word? Is that a word?
I don't know.
I've met a few women who are looser. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it was like it was a flowy shirt. Either way, it wasn't like tight. It wasn't form-fitting or anything. And at the same time, guys are still waiting.
We're talking about shirts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Guys are still waiting for me to.
I was about to say,
bend
what
over
were
and
you
pick
doing
something
at
up
home last
off
night
the
while I was at
floor,
work?
Yeah, right?
Waiting for me to bend over and grab a piece of bread to put on a salad, or waiting for me to bend over so they can see down my shirt. So
You're
really
in a restaurant
matter.
business, of course. That's how you build tips. Why do you think the bitches at Hooters get
I
paid
was
so
gonna
well?
say,
We don't get tips as managers. We just don't.
Well, then you
Hey,
should be
whatever
you should be wearing turtlenecs.
I got a question
Valerie,
for you.
Maddie, Michael, Logan, Haley, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you see a big nice rack, do you just think of got milk?
No.
No,
because
actually, that's not.
In fact, we discussed this last night.
What the?
Sting only likes women who look like small boys.
Oh my God, do we have to go there? Okay, look, here's my thing. All
You
right,
don't
and
like nipples?
Wait, time out.
Everybody has nipples, babe.
Yeah, what is nipples has nothing to do with the size. Although National Geographic nipples are totally out. But
no missiles.
no, absolutely not. No, here's my thing, all right? Okay, so we talked about how the divorce happened, and I'm in this weird stage because I'm 29 years old. The last time I dated, the iPhone had just come out. All right, so now it's creepy to go meet somebody like in public like you used to. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, it was like, hey, I met somebody, standing in line at whatever, the supermarket, and now they're like, they're gonna rape you and kill you. You don't talk to strangers. You know what I mean? Like now you're supposed to go to Tinder and you're supposed to do the online dating, which at the time that I was dating before was taboo, right? You didn't do online dating because
I still think it's sort of taboo.
some crazy bastard's gonna kill you.
I don't know what's crazier, man, on the internet.
I don't know, man.
'Cause you don't know what you're gonna get.
To each his own. So I downloaded Tinder. Okay, and I'm like, you know what? We're going to try this whole Tinder thing out. We're going to see how it goes. First of all, we are in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let me preface it with that. And I know there are some attractive women in Chattanooga. None of them have Tinder. None.
No.
None.
We
At
already
least
went
none
through
that
this
haven't
last night.
already
There
dressed
are
like
there.
Sting.
You just
Right.
haven't gotten there yet.
And
This is
furthermore-
why we know so much.
Furthermore, none. Okay, no attractive women in Chattanooga are on Tinder, and I apologize if you're watching and you're on Tinder because I'm that guy. But so there's a couple of things that I have. If I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, okay, am I going to swipe left or right? What am I going to do? All right, if you have a boob tat, automatic left swipe. Fuck that. It's gross.
Left means no.
Oh, left is no.
Left is no.
By the
dude.
way,
told
did you
you,
find the
we don't
picture?
have to.
That
Oh no.
I'm not down with boob tats. I'm sorry if that offends you.
Oh no, she's trying to
Oh,
find
no,
the
no, no,
badge
no. I
tag.
was trying to find that demon badge tat from last night.
That I really don't want to see that. You can,
Like,
but
you don't even know it's a badge.
I'm not.
That's how good. That's how good.
God.
Have you seen the one that looks like Bart Simpson's face?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We're like, what, 15 minutes in? This thing's already gone to complete hell.
His lips are their lips.
And
What?
you wonder why
Stop.
it's rejected radio.
Yeah, right? And this would be why we got fired. Mickey, thank you. I do like the pink shirt, too. I feel like I can rock it. I appreciate that. But no, so, boob tats out. I don't want to look at graffiti on your boobs. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. It's not my
Doesn't
thing.
matter if
I
they're
agree.
double D and they're perfect.
Plus, look, I'm sorry, John has tooled on me. Tinder, let's see what Logan said. Good God, no. I've only found what should be science experiments gone wrong. Absolutely. Every woman close to us, Logan, on Tinder looks like their neck threw up on their shoulders. But moving forward.
But you would think somebody who's as desperate as you would be like, a few beers.
I'm not
You're
desperate.
right.
I was married for 7 years. I got very well adjusted to loving myself. All right, let's just go there. After 7 years of marriage, you learn how to work. My forearms are so defined in tone.
Oh,
Anyway,
they are.
moving forward. God, I've got family watching this. This is terrible. Anyway, so, but no, you like to tool on me for this. And I don't know, Jabbo, you might see it the wrong way. I'm not sure. But I am absolutely against huge boobs. It's not my thing. I feel like anything more than a handful is a complete waste.
I
Then
beg
it
to
get-
differ.
Then again, hey, and I don't know, that's me. I'm just not attracted
I don't
to
know,
it,
man. Coming from, I mean, I liked her just the way she was, anyways. I mean, I married that person, so
Yeah.
By the way,
therefore,
my boobs
I
are
was
not
fine
real.
when she was
Oh my
small.
Yeah.
But when I paid for him to get bigger, it was even better.
But she's still sitting at a C cup. Like, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than a C
Listen,
cup,
honestly,
waste of
that's
time.
only because I couldn't go any bigger.
Would you have gone bigger if you could have? Why?
500 cc's,
Now, me,
baby?
my preference,
Totally would
I like
have.
them just the way they are now.
Yeah, right.
I don't like
What if they
super
were
big. I
big?
don't want them looking like you got melons on top of your head.
What if they were bigger? You
See,
wouldn't
I'm
I don't
not
like
the
them that
only
big.
one,
That's what
John.
she does now.
Like, why do you want to? What do you do with those?
There's nothing. It's a waste. It's a complete waste. All you're going to do is pay for back surgery
The
later
fact
on in
that
life.
you were
That's
the
it.
only
No.
person that I know,
No,
I've
not
seriously
necessarily.
watched you on Tinder. There will be a girl who looks like she goes to the gym 4 times a day, like perfect body, like everything else in here, like no, tits are too big. Swipe.
What? I'm just.
Like you say this about Tinder in Chattanooga, but yet every single person that goes by, I swear you're just waiting on the dudes to start popping up, and then you'll be happy
Wait, no.
because you're like left,
No.
left.
What if it's like the girl of your dreams and her boobs were just naturally
I've
that
yet
big?
to find her. When I do.
Because you keep swiping left.
Dude, look. All right. First of all.
To the left, to the left.
Yep, thank you.
Exactly,
Little
that's-
Beyonce. That's why.
that's
No,
the song.
I mean you've got to. I can't justify this. The girl of my dreams. No, first of all, it's not going to be the girl of my dreams. If it's not what I'm looking for, it's not what I'm looking for. I mean, the girl of my dreams, if she has a huge rack, clearly is not the girl of my dreams. It's not what I'm into. I'm just saying.
That's not what you're into yet.
No, been there, done
Don't knock
that.
until you try it.
You've done the big boob thing?
Yeah.
The big boob thing?
Yeah,
Hey, but
and I'm just
going,
not. It's
going back to boobs in the workplace.
yes. How did we
Oh,
get
yeah.
here?
So,
God.
is it like I would especially see that since you work in the restaurant industry, that it has to make a difference.
Absolutely.
Like the people who have them hanging out have to be the ones that get promoted.
And I feel like this is where
Not
look.
necessarily.
Without pissing
Because
off
you
women.
you always have that one manager that is 100% work ethic. So they're always, and all the managers are gonna obviously vote to see if they want this one person to join the team. There's always that one that is 100% like, no, they don't work hard enough, blah, 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 blah. You just like them because they're boobs. Like,
That's
I
okay.
am proud to say that I work hard and I have boobs.
I mean, I'm glad that's working out for you. I really am.
Thank you.
No, look, here's my thing. Wow, I'm going to piss off every woman ever. This whole women's lib thing and feminism and, women are great. And I agree. You guys hold the key to the universe for every one of us. I'm not going to lie. There is something that you have that we all desire. However, you have such an advantage. You have so much of an advantage. You have boobs. What are we going to do? What are we going to wear to wait your table to make you give us a better tip?
Clothes.
Moose knuckles are out. Like nobody wants
if
that.
I had a sign that said, "If you don't tip me well, I will get naked."
Boom! That's it. That is it. You might be a genius. You might be a genius.
No, I mean, unless you're going to.
If I don't get at least
Hooters.
10%, these pants are coming off.
Look,
Boom.
I can tell you 100% from experience
Sure you can.
that men make way more tips than women do.
Just the
That's
tip
not
and only
that-
for a
no,
minute.
No. Me and LeBron, out of all the places that we have worked together, or Jabbo, I don't remember what you called him
It doesn't
in
matter.
the beginning. Me and LeBron
We all have like 12 names.
have worked in
I'm the
3
Irishman.
different restaurants together. And
Okay.
he has always made more tips than me.
That's because he's cooler than you. That's beside the point.
That has nothing to do with what he's wearing. We're wearing the same uniform. You can't see my boobs. You know I have a lack of butt.
I'm a people person. I'm always happy.
See, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it's about personality.
Happy, hungry,
it's not
sleepy.
about what they can see.
I'm just saying. I
But
feel
that's
like
just from
Mickey
our
joined it.
perspective.
Boobs in the workplace, can't leave them at home. Yeah, I understand you can't do that. I'm just saying you have a distinct advantage over guys in a lot of workplaces. Plus, I mean, as a female boss who busts those things out and they're just kind of sitting there looking at all her male employees, you're going to get way more accomplished because these guys, again, are begging for that one tiny little shot.
Of the nipple.
Of maybe seeing him one day. Yeah, of maybe seeing him one day. I'm just saying. I apologize.
Funny.
All right, so moving on. Anyway, let's.
Before we leave, we got to talk about the last piece of boobs in the workplace.
Oh God. Okay.
What was the last piece?
I don't know.
Apparently, we can't see men with boobs in the military anymore.
Men with. Oh my God. Are you going to go political here? Yes. Okay. So.
Men in the military aren't allowed to have boobs anymore?
No. The whole point of this story has nothing to do with that. Trump came out and said that
the transgender
trans
thing.
people can't be in the military anymore.
Hey,
So
there's
this
a microphone in front of you for a reason. If you use that, it helps.
Navy SEAL, this ex-Navy SEAL who is a trans woman now, essentially called out Trump and said, "Would you like to come and tell me to my face that I'm not worthy of being a woman?"
I know exactly who
Okay.
you're talking about. What was it?
I feel like this is going to take us down a long road.
Kristen
No,
Beck?
I don't. I just want to know, who
wasn't
do you
that
have
her
money
name?
on? Mayweather, McGregor, Trump.
Trump
SEAL.
tranny? Trump tranny, Mayweather McGregor. Okay. First of all, Ashley, thank you so much for hanging out. This made my night. I need this every day. Yeah. Who knows? The drunker we get, the more entertaining it is. So hang out with us. But no, okay. So Trump versus tranny wins every time.
Oh, yeah, for
Regardless.
sure.
I don't even
mean,
care.
Honestly, her name was
I don't care if it's
Kristen
Caitlyn.
Beck, right?
I don't care if it's a Navy SEAL. It doesn't matter if it's Trump versus tranny wins. Hands down, that's where my money's going. Book
Yeah,
it.
I
Stamp
second
it.
that one. I second that one. I'm sorry.
What do you? I mean, are you
know what's really
disagreeing?
funny?
Do you
I
think?
just read this story today.
I just want to see it.
I just read this story today. I'm pretty sure her name was
Put him in the octagon.
Kristen Beck.
Yeah.
Because she was Christopher Beck, and now she's Kristen Beck. She spent 20 years in the Navy SEALs. She did Team 1, 5, and then ended up in 6. You're going to tell me that just because she's a woman now,
Oh no,
is
senior
not
chief can
gonna,
beat senior chief can beat some ass. I'm not saying that she can't. I was in the Navy, believe me. Senior chief can kick some
I'm
ass.
thinking
Oh, yeah,
that Trump's not going to fight. He'll have somebody else do the dirty work.
Oh,
for
he
him.
will definitely pay somebody to fight for
Do
him.
you think he had, like, because he builds himself on this, like, big mouth, not afraid to say what he's thinking, everything. Do you think he will take her up on it?
I
no.
feel
Do you
like,
think he will
I
meet
feel
her
like-
in
I feel
person?
like he grew up like a pretty rich boy that doesn't really know what it feels like to struggle.
I don't really even know how that has any
I
kind of
know,
validation to
I know,
having a
but if
penis
you
or a
have-
vagina.
Look,
Yeah.
if you've had to struggle a little
Or
bit in
having
your life,
both.
then you know what it feels like to fight.
Like
that's
Trump,
where I'm
like
kind of
Trump or
going
hate
with
Trump,
that.
everybody has been waiting to see somebody fight
I
Trump.
will just spray
Clearly,
some spray
Trump
tan
isn't
in
from
his
the
face.
hood. Okay, I mean,
He doesn't.
I guess if that's the point you're going with, yeah, clearly
Yeah.
Trump wasn't born in the hood. Yeah,
Well,
he doesn't know what it's
I mean,
like to
not
fight for
necessarily
dinner.
the hood, but I mean, has he ever had to want?
No, absolutely
Exactly.
not. But this is God. See, this is why I hate doing politics because we're going off a trail we
Just
shouldn't go
go.
down. This has nothing to do with
I mean,
Trump.
it's an analogy. I'm going for an
I get it. You're a minority. You voted for Hillary. I understand. Moving forward,
First of all, I didn't even vote.
that really okay. No dog in this fight at this point. But no, seriously. So no transgenders in the military. Why? That's what I don't understand. Why? So
I will say, being ex-Navy,
yeah.
the Navy, there's certain things that it wouldn't work. And it's not because of...
But why wouldn't it work? So we allow men in the military. We allow women in the
Because
military.
you have to live 40 men in the same berthing. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong for these people to think that way. What I'm saying is it's not the military's job to try to reteach people social justice. They're there for a mission. And some of these guys are, I'm going to go and fight for my country so I can get my free college. And you're not going to reteach those people. And
Well,
it's just
no, of course
asking
you're
for
not.
sexual assault. It
But
really
so
is.
but honestly, did we not have this conversation a couple of years ago when gays in the military was a big thing? I mean, you're still not going to have social justice in the military. Jim Bob, who dips his Copenhagen and probably has sex with his dog, is not going to be cool with Patrick, or Skippy the homo, jumping on board his ship. I'm sorry, I'm being frank, but let's be honest. I mean, but it became acceptable. That's the thing that I don't understand. Gays in the military are allowed. Women in the military are allowed. Why are we beating something so stupid up here? I mean,
Because we haven't yet done it.
there's
That's why.
no difference. I mean, do you get what I'm saying? You
I mean,
can't
gay
sit
people have
there.
already had to go through this fight, so now transgender is having to go through this fight again. And I totally
I mean, and
understand.
like,
if
but
it's
see, you
making
gotta
people
look
feel
at it like
uncomfortable,
I'm
but
not.
Still,
I'm of the opinion that it should be fine. I'm not saying that it shouldn't. What I'm saying is I can play devil's advocate and I can see it from the other side of the argument.
I could have seen it from the other side of the argument 10 years ago.
I know a lot of these guys that are that way. I know a lot of them that were not okay with the guys who were gay in the birthing. So, and then you add to that just that little bit extra, there's going to be problems.
I mean,
it's just whether or not you
all
want to
of
fight
us
it.
think it's stupid.
I think it's stupid.
All of us think
I really do. I do too.
I
Okay,
think it's
so
stupid. I think if somebody wants to serve their country, period, that's it. There should not be any other questions.
I feel like we just got way stupid heavy. Okay, so let's.
Okay, let's
we're gonna take a break here in a second, but before we do, let's talk about this. So there's not enough horrible people out there, in my opinion, these days that are willing to come out and proudly advertise that they're pro-Hitler. But this company did it. Listen to what I'm saying. A website called Bella Chic is selling a $13 tote bag that says, "My favorite color is glitter." Okay, this is what it's supposed to say. Twitter, however, just noticed that the cursive font they used to write glitter actually makes it look like "My favorite color is Hitler."
I think I have a picture of it.
Yeah, can you give us a picture of that on the screen?
Subliminal message.
There we go. My favorite color is Hitler. Yes. They altered the bag, so the new version is on their site, and it very clearly says glitter. I mean,
I thought you were going to be like, they changed it. It says
I wish
something
they
else.
would have just kept that and put the little Hitler stash on there somewhere. That would have kind of been cool. But no, so anyway.
To cross the T's.
Yeah, right.
Stash crosses
We're going to cross the T's with Hitler stash.
Just sell both. There's going to be somebody that buys the Hitler one.
It really is.
That's terrible.
Do a short run.
I would not want to know that person.
How messed up is that? But anyway, so there you go. Not really that took us to any better of a note than transgenders in the military, but I feel a little bit better leaving right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. Give us about 5. We're going to get ready for a little bit more of the show. We've got plenty to go. And as always, if you are joining us on social media, of course, Facebook Live is where we're at right now. Make sure that you type in the comments suggestions. What do you want to hear us talk about? Because again, there is no rhyme or reason to anything that we're doing tonight. We're testing out the equipment. We're hanging out with you guys because, quite frankly, we've missed the hell out of you guys. So let us know what you want to talk about. You can hit us up here on Facebook Live. Just drop in the comments, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Rejected Radio podcast. Hang out.
Okay, I gotta pee.
Casting pods all over this motherfucker. Because that's what you do with one of these things, right? This is the Rejected Radio Podcast. Providing you a well-deserved 1-hour break from your constant, feverish masturbation.
Indeed. Yeah.
Back to the Rejected Radio Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Again, we're testing out the kinks tonight, if you didn't notice. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is the Rejected Radio Podcast. We appreciate you chilling. Josh is here. Boner is not, but wow. And again, testing the kinks. Way to go to that shot. Can we get off McNelly's crotch by any chance? Can we do that? There we go. Hey, I'm not saying my face is much better, but I'd rather not look at McNelly's crotch if I don't have to. So anyway, Boner will be back with us. He and I are working on getting the schedules worked out and getting him back on the show. In the meantime, we got producer John in here. Say hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. Sammie, Jabbo in here as well. And we asked you guys...
Hello, sir.
We asked you guys when we took the last break to tell us what you guys want to talk about. So, and I really like this one. Brad, thanks for chiming in. Who do you think is going to win the Mayweather-McGregor fight? And I'm going to tell you, expert on this matter is Johnny Boy over there. So, producer John, give us what you think.
I'm not an expert, but I'm going to tell you right now that Mayweather's got the fight. And I don't like Mayweather. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there because anytime you say Mayweather's going to win, everybody thinks that you just are a Mayweather lover for some reason or something. But I really don't like the guy after the Ortiz fight. But my thing is McGregor is not going to be able to hold on that long. He's not used to going that long. His cardio is just not there. Whenever he went from 3-round fights to 5-round fights in the octagon, he was gassed by the end of the 4th round.
Yeah, and we're talking 12 rounds here. I mean, obviously, this is a boxing match. No, look.
And we're talking about a boxing match also.
Which is
the
totally
best
different.
defensive boxer of all time. So the thing is, the only way McGregor can win, in my opinion, is if he knocks him out early. But the problem is he's the best defensive boxer of all time. It's going to be hard for McGregor to knock him out early.
No, and I completely agree. So we've actually talked about this off the air, so I'm really glad that we're actually able to bring this back up and actually do it on the podcast. So, and I think we share the same train of thought. McGregor, first of all, look, if you're in a habit, if this is what you do every day of your life, is you train to do mixed martial arts, it's way different than boxing. Now, obviously, anybody who is a boxer can adapt to mixed martial arts. I'm not saying that, but having to adjust yourself from the world of MMA back into boxing only, that's going to be tough. Because when you see an opponent across the ring, your first instinct is to throw the kicks, throw the submissions, do that stuff. McGregor can't do that. He is out of his comfort zone. You put Mayweather in an octagon, it's McGregor all day, no doubt about it.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt about it.
I don't think you can say that McGregor can't do it because we really don't know. We've never seen him in a boxing ring.
You know what I think is about to happen?
I feel like he is training just as hard.
I don't think it's that
I
he
think it's
can't
going to be a
do
really
it.
good fight.
My problem is he's not used to that type of fight. And he's not.
Yeah,
he's going to have to be constantly thinking about. He's going to see an open spot. He's going to see a rib kick and not be able to take it.
Exactly.
And he's going to have that extra thought go through his mind of, oh, open, can't take it. So
but
that's
then
a lot of
if he takes it, that's DQ. I'll run off.
That's their contract. Normally it would just be a point, but in their contract, he's DQ. That's the end of the fight.
So I feel like Mayweather really protected himself well as far as the contract goes. Jamie, by the way, hello. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hannah's here too. Appreciate you hanging out with us. But no, I thoroughly agree with you because, again, McGregor is so conditioned to do what McGregor does in the UFC. This is a completely different element for him. If this were MMA, I have no doubt that McGregor would drop Mayweather. And I could be completely surprised. But we're looking at, what, 5-minute rounds? Is that UFC or 3-minute rounds?
5.
They're going 5-minute rounds.
5 minutes.
5 fives, right? So 25 minutes. And you're going 12 full rounds in boxing. I don't think he has the stamina to last
My
the
thing
full 12.
is, two things are going to happen. It's not going to go 12 rounds. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it won't go 12 rounds.
No.
What's either going to happen is McGregor is going to catch Mayweather off guard and knock him out in the first 4 rounds. Mm-hmm. Like, McGregor said it himself the other day at the press conference. He said, it's going to be inside 4 rounds, like his whole thing. It's because he even knows. It has to be inside that 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Or he's not going to do it. And he's going to get gassed, and he's going to make a mistake. And Mayweather has a punch. Mayweather is a hard hitter. He doesn't have the reach, so he's going to have trouble. But that's why he's the defensive thing. He's just going to sit back, let McGregor get himself wore out, and then lean in and knock his ass out.
I don't think Mayweather will knock him out, though. I think Mayweather will make the rounds last longer.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I do, and just show it.
That about Mayweather's reach. I was literally listening to the radio on the way to work the other day.
McGregor has longer reach.
He
does.
Kid in the morning.
Kid Craddock.
Kid Craddock,
I was listening to Kid in the morning.
Although he is not here anymore. God bless you, Kid Craddock. Appreciate it. Your show is still named after you. Don't know why.
10 years old.
Because JC in the morning doesn't sound as good.
You're right. It doesn't. But they were talking about how even though Mayweather's reach is not that far,
right,
McGregor's reach is further, but he also has further to have to pull back. So it's like more time, more effort to pull back.
Well,
no,
but you got to think about the other side,
though.
The other thing about that is, though, McGregor is used to shooting. He's used to takedowns.
Bingo.
So, as far as the reach goes, I'm not really worried about that. Like I said, my thing is, now, I'm not saying McGregor's not a good fighter either. And I think McGregor could have Ortiz. I think he could have. There's a lot of featherweight boxers that I think McGregor could beat. Mayweather is not the person because Mayweather's a defensive fighter.
Well,
he goes in there because he's a counterpuncher. That's the other thing.
Can I prove my point real quick? Allow me to prove my point, please. Okay. So Mayweather, McGregor. All right. I'm just going to throw out one name here, and I love the guy to death. CM Punk. Can we throw that out?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, you're out of your element.
I'm
okay.
the best in the world.
Thank you. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm still that nerdy kid. I'm still that nerdy 12-year-old that likes WWE. And yes, I know it's fake. But CM Punk went to MMA thinking he can do something with MMA. And he was a lot of talk. But he's out of his comfort zone. There's a difference between a very nice
he
ballet.
Thought he could do what Lesnar did. He saw Lesnar do it, and he thought, I can do it.
Okay, but CM Punk is a jiu-jitsu master. He's very, very good at it. He knew what he was doing going in. He had one of the specifications that you need to have going into MMA. However, he was out of his element. Okay? When you fake fight, and I'm sorry, I know that I'm friends with wrestlers, it's still fake, all right? It hurts like hell, but it's fake, all right? And when you're going in and you're doing something day to day, and it is your routine to fight fake, when you get into a ring and you're fighting for real, you don't stand a chance because it's out of your comfort zone. Same point with McGregor.
But
I win.
no, not necessarily, because have you seen Batista's first fight? Because Batista got in the octagon and he still won.
Yeah, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Who gives a shit? It's
Actually,
Batista.
no.
Nobody cares.
It still matters. I mean, it still matters in this stuff because we're talking about wrestlers that went into the octagon.
Bottom line is,
He still won.
McGregor, Mayweather, it all comes down to adaptation.
I'm going McGregor.
Are you going to go McGregor?
I'm going
all the
McGregor.
way.
Dude, you got a split room. I'm
The
going Mayweather.
the only way McGregor, I think, has
I
a
don't care
shot.
how he does.
Now this is where
He's just gonna
it
do
comes down to too. He's also been playing his mind game really well, and the thing is, the matchup is not good for McGregor.
No.
McGregor's a counterpuncher.
Yes.
So you're playing a defensive fighter, and you're a counterpuncher. He's not going to come in for you, so you're not going to be able to use your counterpunch and knock his ass out. He's not going to be coming for you. He's going to be sitting back.
He's gonna have to catch Mayweather off guard.
He's going to have to catch Mayweather. And the only other thing that I could see is if his trash talk is working and if he says the right thing in the ring, maybe he can get Mayweather to come out and do something stupid, and he'll catch him off guard.
You know what would be awesome?
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with that. And I completely look. So I hate to choose. I really hate to choose because I see both sides of this. I'm with you on this one, but I'm gonna go Mayweather again. Mayweather is a defensive fighter. He is the king of defensive fighting. Bottom line is this: if McGregor can get in and bust his chops within the first 4 rounds, I completely agree with him. If he can get that shot and he can bust his ass in the first 4 rounds, I don't doubt that McGregor can do it, but there's a lot more stacked up against McGregor. The odds are against him rather than Mayweather. And with Mayweather being as defensive as he is, it's going to be tough. He's got to bring his A game.
If you could change your bet through the middle of the fight,
Absolutely.
I seriously,
yeah.
No, I'm saying if there was a way that you could just keep,
If you could change your
changing
bet in the middle of a football game, I'd be a millionaire. Jesus Christ.
But listen, my point is, if there was a way to do that, the second the bell rings at the beginning of the 5th round, my money would immediately go. Like, I would put every penny I had.
Dude,
on Mayweather.
David watching us on Facebook, thank you for chiming in, man. It's not even about the fight. They are 2 smart businessmen cashing in. No matter who wins the battle, they win the war. Damn straight.
$170 million to get my ass kicked by Mayweather?
Shit, yeah.
It makes you feel better? Oh.
Are you kidding me? $170 million to get my ass kicked by Mayweather? I would be standing there with my hands behind my back, just knock the shit out of me. I'm good with that.
I
God.
pick McGregor because I have a soft spot for Irish guys.
Oh my God! Will you, Jesus Christ! Get a room, my God.
Hey, I watch football and basketball and wrestling, and that's it. I don't watch UFC. I don't watch boxing. I don't know any of the technicalities. I'm going with McGregor because
you're a chick and you're just picking the hot Irish guy.
Yes,
moving forward.
With all the odds against him, I'd have to say. Even though he is going to be using heavier gloves too, so I mean, the punches are slowed down, the hits are a little bit more compressed, of course, but
we'll see. Again, man. I mean, this is one of those that you can't really call because there's so many variables in it. I mean, there really are. I mean, it's not cut and dry. It's not like Alabama versus Notre Dame. Jesus Christ.
That's the reason why Vegas is loving this fight. Because
exactly.
You're going to have a good split. This is not going to be a 50-1 underdog fight. This is going to be a 50-50 fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and really, it can throw either way. So, who's throwing in on the pay-per-view? Because I'm not buying that shit myself. I'm going to be honest with you. Because if I throw, we talked about this too. If I throw it on this,
we'll throw in.
If I buy this pay-per-view myself, and
we need to get like a projector screen,
and it's over in the first round, dude, fuck that. You bet your ass and be calling DirecTV, being like, "Look, you assholes."
How about we just?
I need a refund.
$5 every paycheck right now.
What was it that was it the Foreman fight that everybody made a big deal? This was like way back in the 90s or something.
Yeah, I think it was Foreman.
They paid like $50 for this pay-per-view, and then the fight was over in
dude,
like 15
$50.
seconds.
Honestly,
$50 is pocket change. How much is this fight? The McGregor Mayweather fight is like
$99 for
$99.
$99?
$99
Son of a bitch, right?
Okay, well, there's 5 of us, 20
And there's
will be okay.
There's no good undercard either. Jesus Christ, the undercard is
It's all
garbage.
Mayweather's guys. It's all Mayweather Entertainment's guys.
Straight up garbage. So, I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, I'm paying $100 to see this fight between Mayweather and McGregor. And, you know, I have this sneaky feeling, again, I'm not a boxing expert. I don't know. David, it's going to be a waste of money. I'm with you. Because I think it's going to be over quick. I really do. I think it's going to be over quick.
I feel like after that Pacquiao-Mayweather thing, I feel like McGregor's going to at least prepare himself enough to go more than...
I feel like after everything that you have just said, you've discredited yourself from this conversation whatsoever.
The thing is, McGregor prepared himself to go 5 rounds in the octagon, and he was still gassed by the 4th. Now you're going to put him in there. Now, granted, he's not shooting, he's not reaching, he's not doing a lot of ground and pound. So, I mean, he's going to save some gas that way. But I don't see it going far in. He's going to get tired. He's either going to knock Mayweather out early, or he's going to get gassed, make a mistake, and Mayweather's going to capitalize.
Bottom line is this, look, we didn't put Mark McGuire up against Michael Jordan. Why? Because it's 2 separate realms. Bottom line here, 2 completely different realms. It's not going to mesh the way...
Part of me wants to see McGregor win, though, just to see if they do the rematch in the octagon. I want to see it.
I do want to see that, dude.
See this, I got your back, bro.
Everybody hates on Mayweather because he's such an arrogant prick.
I hate on him because he's a cheater.
He's an arrogant prick, and I'm good with that.
More than watch boxing,
But I would, dude, you put Mayweather in an octagon, that is slaughter. That is a lamb going to slaughter.
A lot of people don't like Mayweather because of his mouth, and like they'll say that
he's a douche.
He's a douche and whatever. I like the guy.
He's a douche.
No, but that's being a fighter. That's part of being a fighter. You have to go in confident.
Absolutely.
You have to go in talking shit.
They're both awesome shit talkers.
The problem with me was whenever Mayweather fought Ortiz did the headbutt, lost a point. Mayweather was already going to win that fight. He was already going to win.
Yeah.
Then he sucker punches Ortiz and knocks his ass out.
But you're
not an athlete when you sucker punch somebody like that whenever you were already going to win the fight.
Okay, fine. But look, okay, I completely agree with the fact that Mayweather is a douchebag. He runs his mouth like a mother. But have you ever gotten in a fight?
And then not taking the Pacquiao fight for 5 years?
Have you ever gotten in a fight going, I'm going to get my ass kicked? Hell no. Like, you don't go into a fight going, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
But you don't know that. Yeah, I mean, you don't say it out loud, but it's not.
First of all, I don't fight. It fucking hurts, okay? I don't fight. Fuck that. You know, just steal a quote from Rodney Carrington. Just steal a quote from Rodney Carrington.
Man or a woman, if you get punched in the boob, it hurts.
Somebody's like, I'm going to fight. I'm like, oh, really? And I just take my pants off because nobody wants to fight the naked guy. Period.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Rodney Carrington. I was trying to say that, but you kept running your damn mouth. Again, you have no validation on this story. Whatever. He's Irish and he's cute, so I think he's gonna win the fight. No, that does not. Does not count whatsoever.
That just gives him my support. That's all.
That's fucked up. No, you are out of this conversation. Worst Sports Center analyst ever. Like you're there because you have fake boobs.
Who's ready for football?
Everybody.
Yeah, I've been ready for football since January.
I've already downloaded my ESPN app. I'm already in. I'm ready for my 2 fantasy teams to draft. I'm ready to go.
You're trying to redeem yourself, but this is like premature ejaculation. It's not really working.
Not.
She's null and void. David, thank you so much. She's null and void. In this conversation, she has no footing.
David.
I think I'm going to pull for Oregon this year because, their uniforms are so
great.
cute.
And I love ducks. Jesus
Don't
Christ.
make fun of me when it comes to football. I know.
The ducks are so cute. They have wings and shit.
I appreciate the fact that you're trying to recover.
First of all, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan.
Oh, Jesus.
Go Dogs! Me and the husband vote. I don't care what y'all say.
Go Tigers.
You can roll your tide on out somewhere else. I don't care.
Really? That's the team that's gotten beat by Alabama for the past 10 years straight.
I still hate Alabama. It doesn't matter.
Can we all just agree to not be Tennessee fans?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
we'll be friends.
high five.
Absolutely.
Cheers to that.
I am totally good with that.
Even though I hate them really, really bad,
Tennessee?
I will still root for them just because they're an SEC team. Whenever they're not playing my team.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I can do that.
I will root for Tennessee over Florida.
I'm the same way with Alabama.
Yeah, Florida just pisses me off.
I hate Alabama with a passion. They stole my coach, but...
Oh my God, Michelle saying go Dogs. Screw you. Shut
Go
up.
Dogs.
Thank you,
Go Tigers!
Go Dogs!
Yeah, you're an LSU fan. Shut the hell up. You are the least liked person in this room. Although you are controlling my microphone,
Hey,
so I have to somewhat suck up to you
hater.
because you're going to do that right there, and you can't hear me at all. You son of a bitch.
I don't know. I'm not a Bama fan at all.
You know,
You know the best thing to roll.
We already know that Bama is gonna go as far as they always go every year, which is really freaking far.
Fine, you will choke in the championship. I don't care.
Look,
We'll see. They play FSU for their first game this year.
Okay, and that's going to be a hell of a game,
That's gonna be
too.
a hell of a game.
And that's going to be a Mercedes-Benz
Hopefully,
Stadium.
that's gonna be a really
And
good
we should
game.
go.
I don't really know.
Florida State, dude, you don't
I don't
underestimate
really
Florida State.
think-
Regardless, though, you know the best thing to roll through LSU? Katrina. That was the best thing to ever roll through LSU.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's a
Too
low
soon?
blow. That's a low blow.
It's 12 years ago.
That's a low
It's not
blow.
too soon, but I haven't heard that one yet. That was a good one.
I just kind of, I'm sure it's
Oh,
out
no,
there.
I've
but
heard
that was
all the
something.
good ones. Like whenever we had the rematch at the national championship game with you guys.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, did you hear that LSU couldn't get back home after the game? Somebody's like, no, why? Because they painted a 50-yard line on the freeway.
Oh! Oh, yes!
You know,
Nailed
like
it.
I know, like my husband says he's SEC all the way, and usually I am, but God, it felt so good to see Clemson win last year.
You know, look, honestly,
it felt
dude,
so good.
I am a diehard Alabama fan. I'm a diehard Alabama fan. I will say this from this point forward, but the better team won last year. We dropped the ball big time, both literally and figuratively. But it was good to see Clemson win, dude.
How often do you see two teams go to the national championship back to back, like a rematch like that? Like,
How many times do you see two teams go to a freaking national championship that both actually deserve to be there?
How many times do you
That's
see?
the
I don't
real
know,
problem.
because the
Alabama
last
go.
time I was in a national championship game, it was against someone who didn't deserve to be there. So,
But then that's the same thing, dude. I'm an Alabama fan, and I'm a pre-Nick Saban Alabama fan. Let me say that. I'm pre-Nick Saban. I've always been an Alabama fan.
That's good to hear.
I'm a
because
pre-
then
But
it
Nick
shows that you're
Saban
not
leaving
just
LSU
like a
fan.
person.
I'm not a bandwagon Alabama. I've always loved Alabama, regardless of all the crap they went through in the '90s. It was garbage. But legitimately
They're garbage.
though, seriously, I was sick and tired of watching the BCS. I never thought I would ever say this. I miss it.
I don't miss it.
I miss
I don't
it.
either.
Yeah,
I'm tired of
it's
watching
like-
USC
Now,
pull out everything.
This is not just because I don't like Alabama, okay? Like, so don't think that I'm just saying this.
No,
because
I'm
whatever.
good with that.
But like the year that we went against you in the national championship, we had already beat you in the regular season, right?
It's fair.
And I had a friend that went to high school at Ridgeland that was playing for Oklahoma State at the time.
Right.
Oh,
The
that's
team was
cool.
undefeated, should have gone to the national championship. But instead, Alabama took the spot. It was the rematch. Now, I don't think Oklahoma State would have won, and that's not just because I'm an LSU fan. I don't think they would have won.
Right.
But they deserved the spot. So the thing is it's like there's this thing, but at the same time, Hawaii went undefeated and then lost to Georgia in the Sugar Bowl or whatever it was.
Garbage.
So, like, there had to be a better system, because if you just went by wins and losses, then Hawaii
There
deserved
had
to
to
be
be
in.
a better system, and I completely agree with that. Do I think we're taking full advantage of what this new system is going to do for football? Hell no. And here's why. All right? Look at March Madness. March Madness is the most publicized thing in sports. March Madness is huge.
But March Madness killed
It's
the regular
huge.
season.
It's fantastic. Here's the thing with March Madness.
and the NBA Finals, the playoffs,
Yeah.
killed basketball for a regular season, because so many teams go into the
But here's the thing. I'm not
tournament
saying
is the season by the end of it.
I'm not saying we need to have a full-blown March Madness in college football. That's not my point. But I think we need more than a top 4. We could do a top 8. We could do a top 16 even. Make these bowl. You're not going to lose sponsors. Hello? You're not going to lose sponsors. You've got 16 games. How many freaking bowl games do
You
we
know
have?
what? But honestly, like,
The last time I checked, like Alamo Rent-A-Car had a freaking bowl game. Who gives a
Well,
shit?
As
BCS
far as,
bowls
like-
before the change, you had
as
enough
far
to
as
win.
like basketball is concerned, every single team has so many chances to keep coming back and coming back. Every single time. Like with football, you just do that one game and then that's it, and then you're done.
Like,
Well,
I
March
hate
Madness
that.
is
I
one
hate
loss,
that,
you're
but I
out.
understand why. But I hate that it's like
Basketball,
that. I love
it's the
football.
same way. Basketball, you lose, you're out of the tournament. The problem
absolutely.
is
It should be a
Yeah,
single
you lose, like,
elimination
3
tournament.
times in a row
64
or 4
teams go
times
into the
in a
tournament,
row.
though.
We don't
Or-
need 64 teams. We don't need 64.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. But if we took the top 16 teams, did the single elimination tournament, and
Top
actually
8.
came
I
down
couldn't
to
see
the
top
best
16.
of the best, and they played for the national championship, I'm good with that. Why are we here? Because I'm good with Alabama and Clemson, because it was 2 good teams. Clemson won that game because they were the better team. Me being an Alabama fan, Clemson was the better team. Period. End of story. But what I'm saying is, we need people on this freaking bowl committee that knows something about football. For the love of all things good and holy, Condoleezza Rice is deciding who's going to play for our national championship? What qualifications does she have? None. For fuck's sake, she has no clue what she's doing, and she's on this committee? That's bullshit.
They were trying to run her as being the new commissioner of the NFL.
No, they're not.
There was.
Are you just throwing that out there?
No, it was a thing.
Get me somebody that knows what the hell they're doing about football. Put them on a committee where they're going to decide who is going to be my freaking national championship football team. I'm perfectly good with that. But when you put some dickhole like Notre Dame in a freaking championship game with damn Manti Te'o as a visible girlfriend and he gets his ass slaughtered by Alabama, that is not a game that I enjoy watching, even though I'm an Alabama fan.
I forgot all about that.
If by the end of the second quarter I know how this is going to go, and I turn off the TV, even though I'm an Alabama fan, I'm just going, shit, there's another national championship. That's not a game. The LSU game was, or the Clemson game was a game.
That was
You had to keep watching it. Give me more of that because you're fucking your sponsors. You want to talk about money? You're fucking your sponsors. Like, I could have heard about Advocare like 20 million more times throughout the freaking bowl game had it been a game that I wanted to freaking watch.
Well, just throwing this out there, Georgia's going to be an awesome team this year.
She's starting to sound like a Tennessee fan.
What the dude, brick by brick,
Come on,
right?
baby.
Am I right?
How
Back me
bad
up,
is your
baby.
team
Back me up.
whenever your actual slogan at this point is we're rebuilding brick by brick
Are you kidding
for
me?
like the past 15 years?
But you
We
know
don't
what?
need as
You
many
really,
years
you
as
really
Tennessee
can't
does.
say.
Just throwing that out
You
there.
really, you really don't know how it's going to go in the SEC because the last 3 years has been up and down for everybody.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, everybody
Except
is.
for Alabama.
It's been up and down for everybody because they all were horrible in the East.
Everybody has tooled and bitched on Tennessee. I think this is Tennessee's year. And I really think, here's the thing, Butch Jones has done more for that team than anybody has in a
I agree.
long time.
They didn't give Dooley
Not
long
even
enough
like-
to actually do
not
anything.
even like
Dooley was a
Tennessee,
retard.
but
You
Let's
can't
be
give
honest.
somebody one season and expect them to pull.
Dooley sucked.
They have totally.
You haven't-
given
you didn't-
Bush
you
Jones
bottom
way
line,
more
you
didn't give him long
seasons
enough.
than they Definitely gave Vince Dooley.
You know
okay.
the East is looking bad whenever Vanderbilt and Kentucky were not at the bottom. The
true.
East is
Hey, but not-
East has just
but
been
that
horrible
doesn't-
for a while, so it won't be hard to
But
contend.
that doesn't mean
it
that
won't be hard
Vanderbilt
to
and
be the
Kentucky
one.
haven't stepped their game up and been really good because Georgia has gotten beat by.
We were
Georgia
talking about
Tech.
football, not basketball. You realize this, right?
Yes, I know, but it doesn't mean that they haven't. Like I said, it doesn't mean they haven't stepped their game up.
I
They
agree
don't
with
want
you.
to suck anymore.
David, I agree with you. It goes in cycles. That is absolutely true. And also, Dooley was horrible. I completely agree with you on that one. And Jabbo, I can see your point. I can see your point that Dooley didn't have enough time, but I really don't think Dooley was the answer.
But
I
yes,
honestly-
Butch Jones is the answer for Tennessee. But I'm just
I agree.
saying they didn't give Dooley long enough to actually.
I
By
think
the
Butch
way-
Jones.
Do anything.
I
This
think
is
Butch
a-
Jones
this
is the answer, and I think. And I'm sorry. Let me finish this thought.
No, you're fine.
I think that Butch Jones, yes, is the answer, and I think that Tennessee fans were so complacent with Phil Fulmer, and they had moderate success even at the end of Phil Fulmer's career. They had moderate success. Were they great? No. Were they palatable? Absolutely. But when you got a new coach in there, they were off with their heads when they didn't have a winning season. Guys, look, it's called rebuilding. It is called rebuilding. That's how it works. Kirby Smart is the best decision that the University of Georgia could have made. Why?
This is the
Because
first I've heard him have to make this decision.
Kirby Smart is Nick Saban Jr. Period. Kirby Smart was being groomed to take over the Alabama program. And when I hear Georgia fans go, that was the dumbest thing we could have ever done. Why do we have Kirby Smart? You're a jackass and you don't know anything about football.
But my
because
thing is,
he has
whenever you're
not
talking
had
about
time
Fulmer-
to recruit.
Whenever you're talking about Fulmer, you got to remember the climate that Fulmer was coaching in. Though you had Meyer, you had
Right.
No, South Carolina coach, the coach for everybody hates him, and my brain just farted. Coached Florida forever and then went to South Carolina.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You had him. You had
him.
So the East was totally different. You had good teams in the East.
Absolutely.
You had a Florida that competed. You had a South Carolina that competed. You had a Georgia that competed every year. And then you had Fulmer he was in that mix, and he was there.
Yeah.
Now,
Steve Spurrier. Thank you, David. Yes.
Now, everybody in the East is rebuilding. So it's like, who's going to come out on top? But if you're on top of a pile of shit, you're still not saying much. You're just on top of a pile of shit.
That's valid. And dude, I completely, I'm 100% with you. And again, back to Georgia. And
because the way it is right now, I'm sorry, I have to finish this one thought. The way it is right now, you can put almost anybody from the West against almost anybody in the East in the championship game.
Yeah.
The West is going to leave with the trophy.
Right now, absolutely. Absolutely, hands down. Here's my thing. Georgia fans, I'm talking to you, all right? Everybody that's a Georgia fan, listen to me, all right? Mark Richt was not a god, okay? Let's get off that pedestal real quick. How many championships did Mark Richt win you? Exactly. There's my point. Kirby Smart Smart.
He was just a great person and a coach at the same time.
Yeah, great. Habitat for Humanity, whatever. Jimmy Carter was a great person, but he wasn't a great president.
He showed no emotion whatsoever.
I did my research on Kirby Smart whenever they decided to go with Kirby Smart. And Kirby, did you know that Kirby Smart was a Georgia alum?
Yeah, absolutely
And
I did.
his wife. I was really excited. Like, I am.
Whoa,
like,
bring out the parade.
100%.
This has nothing to do with football. He's a Georgia alum.
No,
Bottom
I mean,
line is...
that shows, like, the passion that he's going to have to coach his team to where they need to be.
Stop. The bottom line is he is a freaking Nick Saban protege. There's not a better coach in college football has... okay, I'm sorry. Outside of Bear Bryant, who is probably one of the greatest coaches of all times, I think Nick Saban is probably... He's up there. He is in at least the top 5 greatest college football coaches of all time.
Nick Saban's definitely the highest.
The thing about Nick
Period.
Saban is, and we've agreed on this before,
Yeah.
Saban left LSU to go to the Dolphins. And then whenever he tried to come back to the SEC because he knew NFL just wasn't for him,
Yeah.
he tried coming back to the SEC, LSU essentially said, fuck you, we've already hired Les Miles.
Right.
So he had to find a job. The thing was, it didn't matter where Saban ended up.
It was going to be a dynasty.
If he had stayed in LSU, those titles would have been LSU titles. If he had went to Oregon, if he had gone to
It doesn't
SMU,
matter where. It doesn't matter
it would have
where
been
Saban went.
like whenever you have a coach that can recruit the way he does.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. You can put him at Georgia Southern, and all of a sudden Georgia Southern's going to be a championship contender.
So all you douchebag Georgia fans that have sat there all season, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the douchebag, uneducated, dumbass Georgia fans that have sat there all season last year and bitched because you guys lost these games, you didn't have a winning season, blah, 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 blah.
We didn't have a quarterback.
Shut the hell up.
so
You
mad
have
at that.
Kirby Smart. He is Nick Saban's little minion. He came from one of the greatest football teams that there is.
The other side of that is, though,
I'm probably
Kirby
like the
Smart
most
had not been
positive
recruiting.
Georgia fan
You remember, that is the biggest skill set
He didn't have recruits.
that he learned from Saban was recruiting. And the thing is, whenever you
Kirby
take over
Smart
a
didn't recruit at
program,
all
you've
this
got to
year.
have Smart. He came in, so he didn't recruit.
He came in
No.
to the team that Mark actually recruited for him.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Is now that you've got that Saban-esque recruiting skill set coming in, Georgia's
going to turn around and
Okay,
tenfold.
okay, I understand. Check it out. I understand. You have the coaches. Yeah, they play a big part.
Give
a
Jab some
big
camera
role,
time. He's on. Let
A
him
big
go.
role in this. But guess what? The coaches is not the ones playing the game.
The
They
coaches
are
are
not
the ones
the
that
ones
bring the
playing
ones
the
that play the
game.
game in.
Did we just miss this whole conversation? Why do I feel like we just completely missed the entire conversation we were just having? Of course the coaches aren't the ones that play the game, but the coaches are the ones that recruit. Kirby Smart is a better recruiter than Mark Richt, hands down, and he's going to turn Georgia around. But you have to give him more than one season. Tennessee fans, I'm talking to you.
What about Dooley then?
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now.
Come on.
LSU fan.
What about
LSU
Tennessee?
fan, right?
Where is Dooley now?
Okay.
I don't know where he's at.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
Let me
not
make
the
my
point,
point.
though.
That's not his fault.
Let me make my point about recruiting. I'm an LSU fan. I have been for a long time. Before Les Miles, I actually didn't like Les Miles. Les Miles didn't win a championship in 2007. That was the seniors that Saban had recruited before he left.
Bingo.
Saban won LSU a title whenever he wasn't even working there anymore because he's the one that brought those kids to the school. It's the same way. Like, I don't care how good you are, if you don't have at least 3 years to get some kids in, unless you're going to play true freshmen for your entire first year, those are not kids you brought in. So until he has a chance to recruit, that's the reason why I hate it whenever these teams hire somebody for a season and then say, oh, they're not good enough, and then fire them.
Thank you.
Because you can't tell what their program's going to be because they haven't had a chance to recruit.
Exactly.
Agree.
I don't know,
Completely
but
agree.
Eason is a freaking beast. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, okay. You know the name of a football player. I'm very proud of you.
Not just a football player, Georgia's quarterback, and he's freaking awesome.
Oh my God, Sam.
He is.
Okay,
We're back to, they're going to win because he's cute.
Is he Irish?
Okay, first of all, Jacob Eason is not that cute. He has that long hair thing going on, and I don't really like that. But
Hey, I had that long hair thing going on. You thought I was cute.
He's really good. And Chubb's got one more year before somebody's gonna freaking take him on.
All right, so let's end this here. Let's agree to somewhat agree. I think we're kind of at a good point.
Disagree.
We're not really disagreeing. we're kind of all saying the same thing in a different way.
Let's all agree we hate Alabama. Next.
What the?
I'm pretty sure the only team that we can all agree on is that Vanderbilt needs a handicap, and Tennessee...
Dude, quit picking on Vanderbilt. Jesus Christ.
I lived in Nashville. Okay. I'm
God.
going to tell you how bad this is. Whenever I lived in Nashville, the women's SEC tournament for basketball is in Nashville every year, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. The 4 teams that were in the Final Four that year was Vanderbilt, Kentucky, LSU, and Tennessee.
Okay.
They're having the championship at the GEC. It was still the GEC at the time, okay? You know where Vanderbilt's campus is compared to the GEC, correct?
Yep.
I didn't see a single Vanderbilt fan. It was an entire sea of orange, purple, and blue. Not a single Vanderbilt fan. And you're less than 6 blocks from their campus.
Quit dicking on Vanderbilt. Even Harvard has a football team. Shut the hell up. Let's move forward. Jesus Christ. Vanderbilt, yeah, they're like the retarded
Harvard's
cousin of the
football team
SEC,
is
all right?
Smart.
They
do
are
that so that our academics look better.
They,
They're in there so that SEC can say, we still got good academics.
They're not that bad.
Vanderbilt is the baloney to the SEC's T-bone, okay? Bottom line, they're like the retarded cousin. We deal with them. They're there. Quit tooling on them, all right? If Vanderbilt is in a bowl game against an ACC team, who are you going to root for?
Vandy.
Thank you. Bottom line.
SEC,
Root
baby.
for or put money on?
I didn't say put money on.
Okay, I'm
all right,
asking.
we're going to take a break. Get ready to go to Slide. We're going to take a break. Thank you so much for this conversation. I don't know how we necessarily went from Mayweather McGregor to this crap.
Because
But
the fans asked for it.
Who suggested it? What was his name again?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. If you have more you want to talk about, we are only going into segment 3. We got 4 of these bad boys to go. Coming up, pro wrestler or porn star. That's a fun game to play.
I'm gonna win.
We're going to do that coming
I'm a
up.
winner.
It's the Rejected Radio Podcast here on Facebook Live. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
The term red light district actually started in the 1800s because of the red light brothel in Dodge City, Kansas. But whores is whores, so whatever. This is the Rejected Radio Podcast, providing you a well-deserved 1-hour break from your constant feverish masturbation. Back to the Rejected Radio Podcast.
Welcome back in. It is Rejected Radio. Josh in here. Boner, again, is not with us, so if you were tuning in for Boner, unfortunately, he is not here right now, but we are going to work that out. Boner will be back on the show. I can promise you that. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you chilling with us. Let's see here. Joe, go back to being rejects. You guys rule. I'm glad you guys are back on. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that so very much. ESPN has a talk show for football talk. Okay. Wow. Was that a call out, Joe? A little bit. Hey, Joe, you calling us out, bro? Is that what you're doing right now? I'm here with that, though.
Production note. Josh doesn't care what Brewers got going on.
Touche. Wow, did we just go there?
Hey, but seriously, though, real quick, since you're coming back with comments, I just have to say, production note, talking to them, this has, a 10-second delay?
It does.
Like
yes.
So, if we're talking about a specific topic and you think we're just ignoring you, I promise we're not.
No.
We don't see it until sometimes we've already finished talking about it. So we may come back to it. So don't think that we're just blowing you off just to be dicks.
Very valid. Hey, Joe, thanks for hanging out, man. I'm tooling on you, man, but thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. So let's get to some fun stuff. You guys want to play a game? Let's play a game.
Yay!
We love games.
Yay! It is time for Pro Wrestler or Porn Star. This is a fantastic game. We're going to tell you how to play here in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's great at bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, and also your 4-year-old's birthday party. Pro Wrestler or Porn Star. It's a fantastic game to play.
Loser gets 5 chops to the throat.
What the? Wow.
Hey.
Raising the stakes.
What the?
We have to make sure that Sammie doesn't lose at this point, because if he does it, it's domestic abuse. If we do it, it's assault.
That is so true. All right, so here's how the game works. So obviously, John is our producer. I am the host. So we're gonna make this You and Sammie and Jabbo are on a team here, okay? You guys are going to be a team. And I'm going to give you names. You've got to tell me if these guys are pro wrestlers or are they porn stars in Facebook.
So we're
Feel
together
free.
or we're like
you guys,
against each other?
If you want to be against each other, that's fine. You want to keep score, John? Can you keep score over there?
I'll keep score.
Okay. All right.
I got you, baby.
So, here we go.
No, you're playing against me.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
You clearly don't have him
Never
if you're
mind.
playing against
Never
him.
mind.
Jackass. All right, so we're playing pro wrestler and porn star. Here we go. The first one, Rico Strong. Rico Strong.
Rico
Pro wrestler or porn
Strong.
star? I'm going to give you guys a quick second to think it out.
I'm going porn star.
Well,
That
I'm
just
going
sounds like a
wrestler
porn star right
because
there.
I'm gonna go the opposite of him.
Jabbo goes porn star. Sammie goes wrestler. It is a porn star. Rico Strong is a porn star.
He's got that last name,
Well
Strong.
done, yeah.
Go ahead and get 911 on speed dial.
Yeah, right.
He's ahead.
All right, here we go. Next one, Ashley Lane. Ashley Lane, pro wrestler or porn star?
I'm going to go pro wrestler on
I'm
that
gonna go
one.
porn star.
She is a pro wrestler.
Oh,
Jabbo,
Hey!
well done, sir.
Hey, you ready for this chop to the throat?
All right. Justin Slayer. Justin Slayer.
Oh,
pro
that's
star.
wrestler or
definitely a porn star right
Porn
there.
star.
It is a porn star. Sammy actually gets on the board. Yes.
That's a slayer.
2-on-1.
Slays.
You usually pay
Slays
double
the
for that kind of
badge.
action, John. All right. Ferrari.
That's a porn star.
WWE.
There's no way.
No, not
There's a porn
WWE. That's a pro
Porn
wrestler
star.
right there.
That is a pro wrestler. Well
Yes.
done.
Oh my god.
That's right.
4-1. 4-1. Jabs is winning this. You still have time to make it up, Sammy. Aaron Idol.
Porn star.
Aaron Idol. Pro wrestler or porn star?
Porn star.
You're going porn star. Sammy
I'm
says
going
porn
porn
star.
star.
I'm going wrestler too. Why not?
Aaron Idol's a pro wrestler. Jabbo.
Hey.
Jabbo
You're
is,
so
is
doing this
killing
on
it.
purpose.
I am not. I've got him right here.
So doing it on purpose.
I'm
All right.
a beast. What can I say?
Madison Ivy.
That
Porn
is
star.
that is a porn star.
You both say porn star?
Yeah,
You're
we're
both
both-
They
correct.
watched
It is
that
a
one
porn
together.
star. I think they did.
Okay, thank you.
they did.
Thank you. I got one.
Pornhub does wonders for couples.
That's right.
Anyway.
Actually, Jabbo likes Pornhub and I like you porn.
Wow. Shit you don't want to hear. Hashtag rewind. Let's see here. Andrew Hawks.
That's a
Pro
porn
wrestler,
star.
Porn star.
Yeah.
Porn star.
I both porn star.
You're both going porn star?
Yes.
God, you guys got to quit listening to each other. Pro wrestler. Andrew Hawks is a pro
Oh my
wrestler.
god, I gotta stop listening to
Last one, and I wish, Sammy, you could come back and win this one, but you have lost miserably. Brandy Love, pro wrestler or porn star?
Porn
Porn
star.
There's a porn star. Porn star.
Hey.
you. You didn't give me any.
Are
You
you?
suck at
Like,
life.
people
That's
that
the
I-
bottom
that-
line.
I even heard of.
Can you call yourself a wrestler?
Can you smell what this chop is cooking?
Wait,
Can we get a good shot? Here we go.
let me
Jab.
change the shot so we don't have evidence.
Chopper in the
Are you talking
throat.
to
You asked for it.
Ah.
Yes, I like that. Thank you. What the
I'm uploading that to Pornhub later.
Yeah, that's going to be on Pornhub later on tonight. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Cruisers and abusers.
All right. So, are you counting down the days that your kids go back to school? I know I am. Good God, I am. All right. So we've talked about the divorce. We've talked about how financially incompetent I am at this point. I don't have a pot to piss in or when to throw it out. I can't afford to pay attention. Every other cliche that you can get. All right. And why? Because I'm paying so much money for my kids, and daycare is one of them. I'm counting down the days that Georgia public schools are going to watch my children for free. Yes.
Never.
Everything is free. I know, but still. I'm paying taxes
Mine,
and child
you
support,
know,
let's be honest. all right?
our kid's not old enough to go to school yet, so we still have to figure out the whole babysitter thing.
Head start. Early head start.
Yeah,
I mean, I
no,
would really like
Negative.
to put her in daycare,
Those kids
Slash-
are demons.
pre-K-ish, but I
Those
haven't figured
kids
that
are
out yet.
demons.
But yeah, so school is getting ready to go back, and dude, like where I work, and obviously we're not going to throw out names, okay? Rule number one. We've got so much back to school stuff right now. It's incredible, and everybody is like all about going back to school, and like.
Hey, I totally couponed for back to school stuff today.
I don't doubt it. Can we talk? We'll get there in a second. Hang on. But seriously, like the back to school lists around, everybody's freaking out. And dude, I remember when I was a teenager, I didn't have to worry about that shit, right? Like. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a teenager, screw a backpack, F a trapper keeper. Like, as long as I've got pens and a piece of paper to write some shit on, I'm good.
You needed binders. I don't care what you say.
And I still passed.
Well,
Thank you, Lakeview Education.
At least in high school, we needed at least one binder per class, and then second semester you can reuse the same binder.
No,
for the
you
next
didn't.
Year.
I slept through my senior English class and still passed. I don't know how the hell
You
that
did not,
happened.
because we slept together and we so almost did not pass.
It's the most awkward comment
is
you've
so
ever made with your
funny.
husband in the room. Look at the way he's looking at you right now.
together.
We slept together.
Okay. That's not what
Jabbo,
I meant.
I was so sorry.
He
that
slept
just happened.
in this desk, and I slept in the desk
That sounds
next
something
to
that an
him.
Alabama fan would do.
Alabama fans would never sleep with Asians. All right, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Because we're smarter than Alabama fans.
But no, in all seriousness, was there ever a better, and seriously, this is so sad, I'm talking about education, was there ever a better utensil for popping your back or taking a nap than a freaking high school desk?
No, never.
I have yet to find something that I could sit in and pop my back as well as I could with
You
a
can like
stupid
roll
desk.
your back against the whole seat and just pop your entire back with amazeballs.
So, like, okay, so, God, we graduated, what is this, 11 years ago.
11 years
11
ago.
years ago. And I know most of you are like,
10 years ago.
Fuck off. And I get it. But it's still, God, you feel old, man. 11 years ago is when we graduated. That's ridiculous. But I still remember graduation night, right? And, you know, I'm just going to tell a story because screw it, we can.
You remember graduation night?
I remember graduation night. And I'll tell, no, I mean, I got drunk. But the most random thing... The most random thing happened to me, all right? So my dad had all this property, and you partied in my dad's house, right? And he had this huge creek here in town. It's the Chickamauga Creek ran through, like, this property line. So we'd go down to the creek and get freaking toasted. And my first car was a 1986 Volkswagen Vanagon, all right? Like a Scooby-Doo bus, right?
Oh my God, Scooby-Doo bus for sure. Like
And that
100%.
shit was awesome because the back seat was a bench seat, and the bench seat raised up just far enough to fit a 12-pack in it, if you remember correctly. So we would store the beer underneath the seat because we're like, if we get pulled over, the cop's never going to look under the fucking seat.
Obviously, for anyone at home, beer is code for candy.
Wow. I never thought of myself as a pedophile until just now. But no, so
I filled that van full of 16-year-olds.
Wow. But I was under 18, so it was still okay. But no, seriously, so we go back to the creek, right, and we're partying. We got a bonfire going. We're all hanging out back there listening to music, and we're drunk as shit. And my phone rings, and I'm going to tell you this random story, and I can't name names, but I think Sammie will be able to decipher who I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure she knows the story. But anyway, so I'm back there. My phone rings, right? It's my stupid little flip phone. Let me pull it out. I don't know who this is, so I ignore the call, right? Rings again. Ignore the call the second time. Rings again. I'm like, fuck it. Who the hell is this? Answer the phone. They're like, hey, is this Josh? I'm like, yeah. Well, who the hell is this? They're like, hey, it's so-and-so. I used to sit behind you in our math class. Now, this chick, straight up.
We're so not in the same math class.
Straight up, this chick, and I think you'll recognize her by this. I thought she was so straight-laced. I thought she was like a Pentecostal, right? She always wore skirts and dresses to school. She never wore jeans, never wore like any kind of pants. It was always skirts and dresses, right? And I'm like, she's the most religious chick ever. Plus, she was quiet, okay? She never said anything. So I'm like, okay, hey, what's going on? This is really weird. She's like, I got your number from one of my friends. I was in the shower thinking about you. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Okay, I can.
Okay.
I'm pretty good where this is going.
I'll take it.
I'll go there. Okay. And she was like, and I have decided that I just want to screw your brains out.
Afternoon delight.
Yes! Thank you. I apologize for everything I've ever done. I apologize for the drunk that I'm on right now as I'm sitting beside this creek. Thank you so much for blessing me with this honor. Okay, so I'm like, wow, okay, so awesome, great. What are you doing right now?
Greg?
What do you do? Yeah.
What is Greg?
I might have been intoxicated. So it's like, yeah, what are you doing right now? You want to hang out? Cool. I'll drive drunk. I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, obviously,
Of course.
you're a high school
Terrible decision
teenager.
when
You
you're
got
a
a boner when the
teenager,
wind blew,
yes.
right?
Of
You got a
course,
chick saying that she wants to do you. You're like, hey, cool. I met up with this chick one time. She mauled me to the point where I never wanted to see her again. I have never left a chick bleeding, but I was covered like in blood and scratches, and I'm pretty sure she bit a hole through my lip. This hurts so bad.
You mean you didn't get a lip ring? I thought you had a lip ring this whole time.
No,
I thought that's
that was-
what that scar was from.
That is her tooth, actually.
Oh.
I still wear the scar. It's somewhere around here. But yeah, most random. And I know the story's like completely random, but screw it. I mean, who cares? For those of you watching us, you're welcome. But no, I mean, but I'm just like, man, like, have you ever had like the sheepish quiet chick, Jabbo? Have you ever had that chick come out and try to screw your brains out? And you realize she's really a freak.
Oh,
No.
update. Sting started talking about him having sex, and we're down to 0 viewers.
Actually, we're gaining viewers. You're welcome. But no, seriously, like, it's always the quiet, crazy ones. The quiet ones are always the crazy ones.
She probably wanted to just get like that out of her system before
Boing.
she actually like,
Yes,
went
Joe,
out
thank
into
you.
the world.
Joe is turned on right now. That's all I can. No, but what the hell did you just say?
I said she probably just wanted to get like that out of her system before she went out into the world.
I don't really know how to take that.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, don't deny that you weren't, the attractive, sexy beast that she was looking for.
Of course I
But,
was. Jesus Christ.
By the way, I was not there because, I had really strict parents.
Yeah.
And graduation night wasn't really that much fun because I didn't, get to naturally go and do
You didn't.
the traditional, like, it's graduation night, fun party.
You didn't get to do the traditional anything. I took you to a junior prom, and this is how long Sammie and I have known each
Hey,
other.
I had to be home after prom. Prom was over at 11. I had to be home by 11:30.
I dropped you off so early. I'm like, it's prom. It's my
You
junior
dropped me off
prom.
like
right?
11:15.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, I'm like, all right, so I'm going to drop my prom date off. And I'm actually going to go have some fun with somebody.
After you broke my my prom champagne glass that I really, really, really wanted to hang on to.
Yeah, can we talk about that? Hats off to LFO. Like, really, hats off to you guys. We had, obviously, junior and senior prom. And before prom, we had to watch this god-awful effed up video about how you don't drink and drive on prom night, okay? It's like, hey, we know you're going to be doing it, but you probably shouldn't. And so what are our free gifts for prom? Junior prom, it was a champagne flute. Senior prom, it was a martini glass. Hey, we'd rather you not drink and drive, but if you're going to, use this.
But it was a curly stem champagne glass. It
Who
was
gives
a
a shit? It
curly
was a
stem
stem-
martini glass.
They give y'all champagne glasses at your high school?
And they told us not to drink. Yes.
Prom. It said like LFO, senior prom.
Who gives
blah, blah,
a
blah,
shit?
Whatever the year
Wow.
was. Yeah.
Don't be
really
alcoholics,
excited about
but
it,
in
too.
case you already are, here's a utensil for your alcoholism. Thank you so much.
They still want you to be classy.
Yeah, all right? Dude, I stole like 5 of those. I've got a matching set at the house somewhere. I don't
Really?
know. No, not really.
You broke mine. You broke mine that night, and I was really sad about it.
I think my wife made me get rid of mine because I didn't take her.
I mean,
Oh, that's sad.
you didn't, what? You didn't take your wife to prom?
Not junior prom.
Oh,
I knew her, but screw her. It doesn't matter.
that's terrible.
That is. That's absolutely horrible. Do I hear something talking?
Yes.
What's talking?
I don't know what was talking, but
Am I that drunk?
That's not me.
I don't
That's
know
not
what
me. Is it you?
It's not me.
Is that you?
Well, it's probably McNelly standing on the door being a dick. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, going back to school, I really, like seriously, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, everybody is so, in Georgia's not having the tax-free weekend this year with back to school. Do you know that?
What?
Yeah, no tax-free in
What?
Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee.
My brother is going to Dalton State, and I was really counting on that non-tax,
Yeah.
like tax-free weekend
Not
to get
gonna
him
happen.
his, pencils and paper.
He's going to college. You don't go buy him pencils and paper for the love of God.
What is
I'm a
talking?
couponer. Speaking of couponing,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
if you have a 75 cent off coupon, for Papermate pens or pencils. Walgreens has a sale for 99 cents.
What the?
I'm just
wow.
throwing that out there. It's only 24 cents a pack. Speaking of which,
Oh, Jesus.
I brought you a pack for your office.
Thank you so much.
You're
for
welcome.
bringing me
Now you have a
pens.
10-pack of pens for
We appreciate that.
24 cents.
Let's talk about couponing. You have a problem.
I do not have a problem.
You walked in here tonight bragging about the fact that you stole 5 $1 coupons off bottles of laundry detergent.
Hey,
there
buddy.
is a homeless guy that lives for coupons on those
Not
bottles.
only was she bragging about stealing the coupons for $1 off, she was bragging about the fact that she was saving them until it went on sale so she could use them.
Arm & Hammer's going to have a
that
sale
is-
on their laundry detergent
That is
August.
smart couponing, first of all.
That is ridiculous. You have a
It is
problem.
not.
Hey,
Like
we
I
never
said-
run out of anything.
Thank you.
I mean,
This is
I do
just
it
straight
for
up
my
like
family.
this is.
I don't do it to resale. I know a lot of retailers put
by the way, I
restrictions.
need to come shopping at your house.
Look,
'cause-
a lot of retailers put restrictions on them because they're afraid of resale. I personally do not do it for resale. I don't resell anything.
What are you doing
I
it
just
for, Armageddon?
Stock and stock and stock and stock. No, because it saves
She does
us
it because she's a
money.
kleptomaniac and she can do this for and not get arrested
Hey,
because she's skirting
I'm
that
so
line.
not a klepto.
how much money we save on this?
yeah.
I say go for it, but guess what? I'm not walking in the store with her.
Oh no! He went couponing with me.
Yes, I want like 100
time.
transactions, please.
He went couponing with me one time, and like I specifically like to go at night because I'm not holding anybody up behind me.
See,
and
she's a
plus,
nice couponer.
I am a nice couponer. I go at night. Like CVS is 24 hours in Fordo. Walgreens is 24 hours in Fordo. You know what I mean? Like
Oh my
I go
God.
at night.
Do you do the double couponing shit too?
No, because a lot of places don't let you do the double couponing thing anymore.
Publix does.
But
right?
she knows about it.
Not anymore.
I don't know dick about couponing, and
Not
I'm pretty sure they do.
anymore. Ever since January 1st, 2017.
Oh my God,
Publix
we
does
have
not
the
do double
guidelines.
couponing thing.
Excuse us while we read the Publix guidelines.
It's not the Publix
What the-
guideline. I have connections
Oh, Jesus
to
Christ.
Publix. Okay, just throwing that out there. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have 30 bottles of detergent.
Yeah, I need to come shopping at your house because you apparently have a lot of shit that I
I've
don't.
like 10
I'm not
boxes
gonna
of
lie to you.
toothpaste. I've got 10 boxes of, or 10 packs.
Do you deliver?
Of,
She's running
10
some kind of like coupon
packs
yakuza.
Of 10-pack razors. I've got.
This is a
coupons,
coupon mafia.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's
She's Asian, it's
all
not a
for my
mafia.
family. It's because, you know, every time I'm a cheapo. To be honest, like when it comes down to it, I'm a cheapo. I'm a very bargain shopper. When me and LeBron go to the store,
Hey, we talking about prepping?
Oh my God.
She's
When me
such a
and LeBron
cheapo that she's buying all of these off clearance.
Yeah, my favorite color is Hitler. Buying them all. Right
and
off
I'm
the
going
clearance
and
rack.
buying glitter pens and changing it to glitter instead of Hitler. That's exactly what I'm doing right
That's-
now.
that's so
But it
fair.
saves us so much money and so much time. Because
That's
then
fair.
I don't have to call whoever and be like, hey, can I get your discount? Blah, 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 blah.
So speaking of being a cheap bitch, there's a website that I love. There's a website I love called Thrillist. All right, if you've never checked
Never
out
heard of
Thrillist,
it.
check it out. It's really cool. They have all these stupid random stories. It's a lot of stuff that we get here that we talk to you about on the podcast. So someone went through the menus at different fast food places and figured out how to get as much food as possible for just $5. All right, this is fascinating.
Can we have a little contest of where it's at between the ones of us who don't know?
Why don't we do this? Okay, so
So we definitely don't
let's
know.
do this. Taco Bell, $5 Taco Bell. What gets you the most food?
Okay.
Oh dear Jesus.
Burrito. Basic burrito.
Mini quesadillas.
What the hell is a basic? There's no such thing as a basic burrito.
Not
Roll
a
through Taco Bell and be like,
a
I want to get the
non-
basic burrito.
A non-supreme burrito.
Is this
I
by
mean,
calories or by weight?
This is by
Like-
what is going to fill you up the fastest.
Two beef tacos.
Okay, you're way off. This is gonna take forever.
Non-supreme
No. Right
and
now, the
two
biggest
burritos.
thing on their dollar cravings menu is the beefy
That's what I was going to say. The beef.
If you
beefy
say the word
Fritos burrito.
You,
No, I was gonna say the beef
you
burrito.
still said burrito.
You said the basic burrito. It's like
The basic bitch burrito.
Thank you. I was still gonna go basic bitch, but you went there for me. Wendy's, $5 at Wendy's.
Oh, chicken nuggets,
The deal.
baked potato.
5 double stacks.
The one that you get the nuggets, the bacon cheeseburger, and the fries, and a Frosty.
You're kind of close, minus the nuggets. Junior bacon cheeseburger, small fry, and a small chocolate Frosty comes out to about $5 with tax. It's a pretty damn good meal, too.
And if you dip your fries in your Frosty,
yes,
it totally
That's not the
cuts
same.
out.
It's
It
not
cuts
the
out the
same.
whole extra charge for the sauce.
don't tell me you don't dip your fries in the Frosty.
Oh no, I do. I'm not claiming that.
I do
Since
not.
they went to those natural cut fries,
LeBron
it's
does
not the
not.
same.
It's not the same. When they went to those new potato bullshit fries that they've got now, screw you, Wendy's.
Oh yeah, go back to your shitty fries.
Absolutely.
I have a theory about this. There was this whole thing about Taco Bell here a while back about their meat being horse meat and it's all fake and all this other, so they changed their meat.
Let me tell you something about
And
horse.
now I don't
It's delicious.
know. Well, now I think Taco Bell tastes like shit. So I don't know if their meat has gotten worse or if I was just so used to the horse shit they were selling before.
Dude, if that is horse, that is the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. Give me some more
You
horse.
don't
you
go
know
to Taco
what?
Bell because it's healthy. You go
We
to
don't-
Taco Bell because it's cheap and you're drunk.
We don't need to be picky because
I don't have to be drunk.
people on the other side of the world don't get any meat at all.
People from your country eat
I'm
horse.
going there. I'm going
Moving
there
forward.
with it.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A for $5. This one's a tough one, too.
You get one
Chick-fil-A
waffle
for
fry. That's
$5.
it.
One waffle fry and a half of a container of Chick-fil-A sauce, yeah. No, actually, an original chicken sandwich or an 8-piece chicken nugget
Bullshit.
is under $5. If you want to add fries, you can do the whole thing for about $5.50.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
And drinking water.
Well, hell yeah. Dude, if
Because you're drinking water.
Chick-fil-A
People
is
don't drink water.
expensive.
Do you
Chick-fil-A
eat,
is expensive.
do you
It's
eat
so
the
good,
Chick-fil-A
though.
and drink the water, or do you eat the ramen and drink Natty Light? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm going to go for Chick-fil-A and water
I think
once
I'm
in a
going to
while.
go for ramen and Natty Light because I cannot eat my Chick-fil-A
You're an
without
idiot.
my fruit punch.
McDonald's, $5 at McDonald's.
You guys talking about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Is he tweaking? I'm pretty sure he might. Just saying.
He said he
McDonald's?
hasn't slept in a
Look,
month. He's doing
McDonald's right now,
Yeah.
McDouble, McChicken, a value fry, a value drink, and you can add a 4-piece nugget onto your meal for $1 right now
my
because I just
Jesus.
did it the other day.
At McDonald's, you can go with any 5 things on the dollar menu, or if you want to mix it up, a sausage McMuffin, a 4-piece nugget, and a snack-size McFlurry with a small Coke. Hits about $5.50.
Corey said the $5 box is a deal at Taco Bell in the comments.
The $5
That is
box,
true.
I think
And
it
I
is
will
a
say
deal. It is a really good deal.
But for under $5 because of tax, the $5 deal.
The $5 deal is the shit.
Void.
Look, if you've got $5, you can scrounge up the rest of the change in your car. The Cravings deal, you get what? Like the Gordita, you get the Burrito Supreme, you get the Doritos Taco, and you get nachos and cheese. Dude, F
Right
yeah.
now-
Plus a drink?
Right now they
Shit.
have the double chalupa.
Put
And
me on
two,
screen.
like-
Carrie, for your
I
Taco
love
Bell comment,
chalupas.
dude, Knuckles. Absolutely. Taco Bell $5 box. Shit,
I
yeah.
love
And
chalupas.
by the way, Joe, before we get too far off, said that sea salt and ice cream sound great together. Sea salt,
it sounds
it's salt.
gross.
No, we're not going down that road. Stop.
ice cream
Stop.
and salt sounds good together. But this is where I'm talking about the horse meat deal of I don't know if it was actually that they've gotten better and I was so used to the shit they were serving.
Right.
Wendy's, the shitty fries were better than these good for you fries.
Yeah, I'm not no doubt of that.
You
And
know,
it was the
honestly,
salt,
because
but-
everything that's good for you isn't always tastes good.
The last thing on the list is Burger King, but honestly, who gives a shit? Burger King
Hey,
sucks.
Jabbo had Burger King today, and it was freaking delicious.
I did too, and guess what? I regret it. Like
He
I
so
ate,
does not regret it.
I ate shame for lunch because I went to
Tell him,
Burger
baby.
King.
Man, I ate it.
I believe it was two
Whopper,
extra
bro.
long, two extra long burgers. I had to sit there and listen to.
2
you
extra
order.
long cheeseburgers and a sweet tea, yes. And it was instant regret. Like it was shame.
Well,
it's like
I don't
when
know
you.
the
You sounded
extra
like
long
you sounded sad
burgers,
before you
but-
even paid her.
I did, didn't I? Yeah. It was so bad.
I was on the phone talking about tonight's podcast with him on his lunch break at his day job, and whenever he got lunch, and all I know is he says 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get like 2 extra long
This
cheeseburgers
is after
and a
you
sweet tea?
my house?
And then by the time he gets to the front, I'm trying to talk to him about stuff, and I can just hear the loathing.
The disappointment in my voice.
He's just like, "Here's my card."
to me, going seriously, and I swear to you, to me, going to Burger King is like going to the bar and taking home the fat girl that you drink pretty. Like you wake up and you're
and then
like,
you woke up the next morning.
"What the did I just
Why?
do? Why did I just do
I
that?"
will pick Burger King over McDonald's any day.
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
You are an idiot. That is
Quality of food, Burger King wins by 100.
I will say their 10-piece nugget, now that they have the 10-piece nugget for $1.50, makes it a lot easier for the kids.
Here's my problem with Burger King. Burger King has to do everything that is irrelevant to try to sell food. All right? They sell hot dogs. I am not going to buy a hot dog at a place called Burger King.
I've ate a hot dog from Burger King.
If it was called it your way.
If it was called Hot Dog King,
but don't get crazy.
Then maybe I would go get a frickin' hot dog.
But it's not called Fry King, but you love their fries.
No, I don't. The mac and Cheetos? The mac and Cheetos? Really?
They sold out
You don't
of
like
those.
the mac and Cheetos?
They sold out
Okay,
of those
baby,
within
you
a
gotta
week.
talk about the mac and Cheetos because
Bro,
mac and
it's
Cheetos
mac
were
and
delicious.
cheese and a Cheeto, man.
No, I'm very aware of what it is.
It's mac and delicious.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Good night, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
You
for
can't
hanging out.
cheat on me.
Oh my God, you're still talking. This is terrible. But no, so talking about all the $5 boxes and stuff reminded me. I don't know if you guys know who Red and Link are. Do anybody know who Red and Link are? No, great. Not everybody at one time.
Negativo.
What the hell are you talking about?
I said negative. Sorry.
They are on YouTube. If you've not seen Red Link, you need to check them out on YouTube. Give me some 5 and 6, right? Okay, so everybody did the fast food wraps, right? Do you remember that when that was the thing? Like you'd roll through the drive-through window and you do the wraps. This is still probably one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
You all remember the drive-through wraps that everybody was doing a while back? We even did one.
We think it's high time to bring back the musical drive-through order, but why not switch genres?
What about a folk song?
Rolling through Taco Bell.
Pretty good. How are you?
Rolling through Taco Bell.
I'll start with a taco, soft like a cloud.
I want mine crunchy. I like to eat loud.
I'll choose a chalupa.
I'll grab a gordita.
And 2 taco salads for our senoritas.
Awesome, right?
And a burrito supreme.
With extra sour cream.
It's a cylindrically shaped seasoned beef dream.
A taquito.
And Doritos.
Some cinnamon twists.
A chicken border bowl.
Are you getting all this?
All right, so
And you know that nothing beats a Mexican pizza.
We'll take 2 of those.
But please hold the diced tomatoes. And I admit I've always felt I'm in love with a Mexi-Man.
Make mine with a little extra love and think of me.
As the cheese drops from your Taco Bell glove.
And that's it.
No, that's not it. I also want a double-decker taco because I'm feeling wild. And make my sauce fire.
He'll take mild.
And we'll take 2 Mountain Dew Baja Blast for a chance at $25 cash. I'm told there's a winner for every 5 minutes.
But I'm stealing your online code if you win it.
Why would you do that?
You owe me 25 bones.
I owe you 5.
Plus interest. It was a loan.
And I think we'll be satisfied if we get some Mexican rice on the side.
This is the brilliant part. Listen to the Taco Bell guy.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, 2 of
we
them.
got $2 about. Okay, can we repeat the order back to you?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, soft taco, a hard taco, a chalupa, a gordita, 2 taco salad for the ladies.
For the ladies.
A burrito supreme with extra sour cream, and cheesy fiesta potatoes, and chorizo, cinnamon twist, dusty chicken bowl, and 2 Mexican pizza, but hold of tomatoes. Double-decker tacos, 2 large Baja Blast, and a side of rice. Is that correct, sir?
Dude, nailed it!
You're pretty amazing.
Nailed it! It's fantastic. Tell me they don't deserve $15 an hour.
If I had been that guy working at Taco Bell, though, I would have been like, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, dude, make him sing it again?
Just to make him sing it
Are
again.
you that much of a fan of the song?
No, I'm just that much of a dick.
That's fair. All right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, guys. Let's see. We got one more segment left. What are we going to talk about? Shit, I don't know. If you've got something you want us to talk about, let us know. Leave it in the comments right here on Facebook is obviously where you can find us because I'm pretty sure it's the only place we're actually on right now. Is that right?
What?
Facebook, is it?
Yeah, we're only on Facebook right now.
Yeah, so if you want to talk to us,
Probably going to be moving to YouTube soon.
Facebook.
Send us something good to talk about.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right. So we'll be back. I'll take a quick break. It is the Rejected Radio Podcast.
with only a sock soaked in gasoline. You too could be this dumb. This is the Rejected Radio Podcast. Cheers was filmed before a live studio audience. But this wasn't. Now back to the Rejected Radio Podcast.
It's Rejected Radio. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good God, we've gone so long tonight, but who cares? We're having fun. I am Josh. Boner is going to be with us very soon, so if you're missing Boner, perhaps somebody on Rossville Boulevard could take care of that. Just like.
It's boner time.
And yes, it's so nice to have Jabbo and Sammie filling in. It's nice to have somebody to talk to, and I really...
Hey, I bought those titties.
I know.
You did. It's so nice.
Me.
It's so nice to have a
Sandbone.
young female Asian on the show. I really do enjoy you being here, hanging out with us, getting that minority vote is what we're going.
Oh, nipples.
This conversation brought to you by Bud Light.
God, I hope people have hung out with us.
Jack Daniels.
Even through the breaks.
Blackjack Cola.
Let me tell you something. This is a beautiful thing about the podcast. The great thing about radio and even being on Facebook Live is we could put that slide up that says, please stand by. Show them that slide real quick. Do you know what happens when this shows up? We go take a smoke break. That's exactly what happens when you see that slide pop up.
And Sting breaks the seal.
I did. I'm sorry. But, my God, for those of you who have hung out with us, I'm so glad you have nothing better to do than drink along with us tonight, because that's really all we're doing. We're drinking and we're having fun. And so, yeah, here we are. So moving on. And, God, I had something to talk about. I completely forgot it. So, Jabbo.
Yes.
Let's talk about this, all right?
All right.
So you love Sammie, right?
I love Sammie.
Sammie's your girl, right?
Oh, yes.
I love you so much.
And you love Sammie just the way she was when you met her, right?
Hey, you remember my comment earlier?
Yeah.
When you see big titties, you go, got milk.
Yep. Very nice.
How was that still a joke?
But,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I'm taking it old school, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sammie.
We call this segment Cynic's Corner.
But no, this is my question. And obviously, okay, so joke's up. Sammie's not sitting here. This is Chris. He is...
What the?
I like that.
Yeah. I had to do it.
But no, so Chris is in here with us. You'll hear us call him Chris, McNelly, asshole, douchebag, and the guy that was tweaking, that was busting in earlier, talking about random shit.
Funnel hacker.
But yeah, and funnel hacker as well. But no, so seriously, and this is my, I'm sorry, I'm watching the Facebook Live here, getting comments, and I just saw you do the what's up thing.
I'm just the guy that made this podcast studio bound. Who am I?
But Jabs, here's my question, right? So we talked about the big boob, small boob thing earlier, right? Okay.
Yes.
And how I'm not a fan of anything bigger than a C cup. If you have more than a C cup, I'm going to swipe left on Tinder. That's just not my thing. But no, and Jabs kind of agreed with me there. Are you a fan of fake boobs?
Yes and no.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so I am a fan of fake boobs when a woman is not comfortable with herself and she wants to upsize.
Okay.
I am down with that.
All right.
That is fine. Now, if you already have a double D rack on yourself and you want more boobs, you have a problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't like melons. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what are you, GI?
I don't want to pick up a 30-pound tit.
You got to thump it to see if it's fresh. Is that right? Is that
exactly?
No, you sniff the nipple.
Has anyone in this room, there's been 2 occasions, have you ever been with a chick and you didn't know they were fake even during sexy time?
How do you not know that they're fake?
Because you have a good surgeon.
That's true.
Fine.
That is true.
So, yeah, there was...
I don't know. It depends on how old they are, because the older they get, the more they kind of sink to here.
Yeah,
and when they're
so
laying down, they look that way and that
sure.
way.
Well...
Yeah. Like you have to pick them up and be like, look at me when I'm talking to you.
There's a Always Sunny episode where Dennis bangs this bitch and he talks about the nipple placement and it's gold because he's like, they're facing opposite directions. It's actually pretty funny. So yeah, don't do that if you're gonna enhance yourself.
Yes, make sure you have a good surgeon. I don't want to see.
It's money well spent if it
looks good.
If it looks like it's money well spent.
If not, then...
if it comes out looking like a Picasso,
Right.
That's when you probably
then
should.
you're gonna be that chick that hangs out at Raw on Saturday nights. Because you know.
Hold up, Raw's closed now.
Did they really? They closed?
Yes, they are closed down.
Thank God.
I think as of last week.
No longer, yes.
I feel as if that's probably good for you. If you don't know, if you're not from around here and you're watching, so Raw is this god-awful nightclub that we had here in Chattanooga, and the dance floor was upstairs, but the problem is the structure of this building was absolutely horrible. So when everybody's on the dance floor, you feel like you're literally going to cave in and fall down to the bottom floor.
But I do have to say this also, though.
Okay.
Now, if you go buy some fake titties, make sure you get silicone memory gel.
Memory gel, like a
Memory gel, bro.
mattress?
Yes, it's like the new.
Wait. Does it have cooling gel in it?
Hey, all I know is when you lay your head there, it makes you go night night.
It makes you go night night.
Does it conform to your head like a mattress does?
Well, then it feels like it. I tell you that.
Well, I slept like a baby.
See, I still just don't know where you guys are coming from. Like, was it the Foxworthy that made the joke or whatever? Like, guys just want to see all titties. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like an old
It wasn't
lady,
Foxworthy.
like,
Who was that joke?
It's
I
one of
think
the
it might have
blue-collar
been Ron
guys.
White.
I think it was Ron White.
I think it was
The
Ron
point
White.
is, like, I don't get where you guys are coming from. Tits are fun. Like, I don't give a shit what they are.
I
They
need
can be
my
looking two different
my
ways.
blue healer when she's got a litter coming. Fuck yeah, dude. That's
but,
what I get.
But you just said it right there. We don't care about looking at everybody or all the women's titties. That's awesome. I want to see all the titties. But my pair of titties, I want my titties to feel like gummy bears. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no.
Gummy bear.
Gummy
What
bears,
the
nice and squishy. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care to see Janice from Save-A-Lot's tits.
That is valid.
Okay.
If you are a firm believer in there is two boobs on every woman on the planet, and I want to see every one of them, there's something wrong with
Some of them got 3.
No, they don't. That's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
No.
It's called Total Recall, and it's fucking gold. Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But okay, producer John, please come back on camera. Please come on, because I want to watch you justify this. So we're talking about titties that you like. You're talking about you want to see every boob, right? If you come across a chick that has boobs, you want to see every boob. Is that's what you just said?
Do you like?
I'm not going to go back on what I said.
So you're standing firm on that. No pun intended. But here's the thing, like. There's women out there that like once they take their bra off, they have to roll them back up. Like you're good with that too? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to look at a train wreck. Like
Oh,
you can't
my
look. I mean,
Look at a train wreck.
no, it's like watching a train
I don't
wreck.
know how I
Like
feel about
you gotta watch. Like it's happening. Like you can't look away. You know, like so. No, I'm not gonna. You're not gonna catch me on the flip side of this. I don't give a shit if it's Granny's titties.
I feel like you probably should.
Half a cup for sure.
What's the like? Okay,
Half a cup.
who was it that said that?
That's a good phrase.
Men, like we spend 9 months trying to get out of vaginas, and then the rest of our lives trying to get back in them. I mean, it's kind of the
Say
truth.
that again.
You spend 9 months trying to get out of a vagina, and then you spend the rest of your life trying to get back into one.
No, that's a bad joke.
Yeah, I feel like that's
That's a bad joke.
I don't like the way you took that, sir.
Let's be blunt here. Here's something that
I feel like I need to pray right now.
Yeah, hey, here's a thought. Here's something that none of you motherfuckers have thought for this podcast.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever thought that the female embodiment, the female individual, was actually the connection from whatever world that we're all trying to relate to? They're the fucking bridge.
Okay, it's time to
and-
mute McNelly and put him to bed.
I'm just saying, so your shit joke actually brings up a real point of birth is actually like legit, and it makes sense. And guess what? We're all just 4 dudes in here just looking to get our dick wet. Okay.
Sammie, how many shots did you pour him?
Yeah, sir. What?
3.
Fucking lightweight.
I've been drinking since 2:30.
You've been drinking since Thursday.
That's probably true. I have been alone and been here working with unlimited.
I've been here since Sunday helping, and I don't think we've stopped. So,
Jesus Christ, this is so, where the hell are we going right now? Where's
to hell in a
we
handbasket
were
at this
talking
point.
about.
It's fine. It's good. It's good. It's just contracts, you little bitches. What's wrong with that? Just transition. Steer the ship, okay? God, don't DiCaprio.
Speaking of
it.
trans and tits, let's go back. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
I like titties.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So O.J. Simpson is going to be out of jail very, very soon. He's on his
Good
way
for
out of jail.
him.
O.J.
Yeah, right? O.J.
American dream.
He has now been offered a job at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. If you're not sure what that is the legal brothel in Nevada where Lamar Odom overdosed and almost died back in 2015.
No, he didn't overdose. He had an allergic reaction to some dick pills.
That's what I would have said
I thought
too.
he did overdose.
Well, I guess he did, but his dick was just like,
His dick overdosed.
Yeah. Anchors away, bitches. This guy's ready to play.
Based on the contract, though, that O.J. was offered, it sounds like he's just going to be doing PR, but the owner says he can live there, too, and take advantage of the, quote, perks.
Oh.
Hey-yo.
Hello.
Hey, while we're over here and we're on the subject of OJ, though, go while you're on the computer. He has a GoFundMe going.
Who?
Somebody is wanting to, they've put together a GoFundMe to buy him a new white 2018 Ford Bronco because Ford is coming back out with the Bronco. And everyone thinks it's hilarious to buy him a white Bronco.
I thought you were going to say somebody put together
No,
a
I really
GoFundMe
want to know how far it's gotten. Though.
to buy him a
Somebody said it
white
was up to,
20-year-old. I was
12
like,
grand
you know
or
how that
something.
ends.
It was up to like 12 grand last time I checked. No joke.
That's awesome, man.
See,
Buy
okay,
him a
so
new
look,
Bronco.
that is an incredible transition. Let's just be blunt. Someone put up a fucking GoFundMe.
Yeah, fuck the kid with cancer. I'm going to give $5 to getting OJ a
To
new
get
Bronco.
OJ a Bronco, this should tell everyone in America, not the world, just this country. This is the reason why we are where we are. $12,000 was raised for a new Bronco, when I know for a fact that the majority of this room has literally clicked the X on the St. Jude's YouTube promo before their fucking music video.
Fuck that. They don't have a skip ad. It drives me nuts. You have to watch the whole 30 seconds.
You gotta watch the whole thing. So all I'm saying is that's hilarious that there's 12 grand raised and people are still upset that you know, I forgot about the Gatlinburg fires. I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's the whole thing with this whole Bunny Ranch deal with OJ, right? Even the bitches in the brothel are like, hell no. Hell no. Seriously, Brooklyn Moore, who works there, she said, quote, "We've worked hard to overcome the stigma that nearly consumed us, and the last thing we need is another link to the Kardashian clan coming around to ruin our business and jeopardize our safety."
They'll be fine as long as they put a lock on the drawer that they keep the knives in.
Here we go. That's just another thing. On Twitter, she came out and said, no, OJ, at Las Vegas Ranch, because I'm concerned for all the girls' safety, including myself. # no Bronco. Oh my God! OJ can't even get a hooker to support him. What the fuck?
That's not true. So OJ
He's
has
apparently got enough people to support him to get 12 grand toward a Bronco.
Well, here's what's funny and what's fascinating about, again, the American dream. Look at OJ. He lucked the fuck out in his situation in the 90s.
Let me ask this question.
No, let me finish the statement.
Hold on, pause.
No, I'm not. Let me finish the statement.
4 people in here. Who thought OJ
blah,
was
blah,
guilty?
blah, 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 blah.
Show of hands. Who thought OJ was guilty?
Well, yeah, he fucking killed her. We all know that. Everyone knows that.
And it's all. You don't think he was guilty, Jabbo?
What?
Wait a minute, guy. Enjoy your Jack and Coke.
Hey, let me finish my
wait.
statement.
Real quick. This is serious. The reason why he just said what he did is because we said it was Sammie and he tuned her out.
Whoa! And I'm back.
Hey, I know what you mean about that memory gel. She just got to put them on my shoulder, and I kind of fell in.
Can I make the point real quick of why OJ is actually still in conversation? This is what people forget. This motherfucker has a pension from the NFL, and while he was still in jail for 9 years, has made over $3 million.
That's insane.
I wish I could do that.
Because a pension, the government, whether it's through no matter what the legality, that pension is his. This dude, when you saw, this is what I was thinking, understanding the financial game of life. This motherfucker got away with murder. He then lived his life, probably a schmuck for a while. You know,
then he wrote a book about how I would have done it.
Exactly, how I would have killed my wife the way I did. Part 2. And then the dude is down and out because he's, you know, a degenerate. Steals a bunch of shit from people, goes to jail. Obviously, he gets a sentence for theft and maybe armed robbery that you probably shouldn't go to jail for. But here's the end game. This dude literally thanked, what was it, the DA? Whoever let him, like, it was a grin on his face that once again, this fucking guy got away with it.
Dude, it's the juice.
The juice is out. The juice is out. The juice has got money. He's about to get more money. You know how many indie filmmakers and some fucking loser, tiny dick with money is going to say, let's make a short film about post the juice.
Well, seeing we know what we're doing this month.
Yeah, right. I mean, we got the tiny dick thing down.
$3 billion, 9 years, you didn't spend shit. You're out. You're on parole, and guess what? Some dumb slut in Miami Beach is going to hang out with him. This is the American dream. This guy's he nailed it. He did everything he could bad. He did everything he could to the highest level on both. Think about it. He was a 10 on both ends. Let's be MVP Heisman, and let's murder my girlfriend.
If they do not
and
fit.
then write a book about how I did.
Right, and then write a book, go to jail, get out of jail, and still be a fucking millionaire. That's a good life.
If
Here
it
it
does
is,
not
man.
fit, you must acquit. That's
Here's
all.
MC Hammer having to do fucking 3M commercials about.
Yeah, have you seen that? That poor guy's freaking career has gone down the drain. So the command strips, right? Have you seen the command strips? You know what I'm talking about. The hang up on the
Hammer
wall.
don't hurt him.
The hang up on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so MC Hammer's career has been reduced. MC Hammer's career has been reduced to being the spokesman for command strips, and his quote is "Stop, hammer time." That's legit.
Yeah, he's like, "Stop hammer time," and then whenever she says something, the woman in the commercial says something to him, and he's like, "Hammer don't hurt him," and I'm just like,
God.
"Oh my god!"
So
happened to
it's
you?
a strip that you don't have to hammer, you just hang it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Let's see. We're about to wrap things up, man. It's almost 11 o'clock, but and thank you guys for still hanging out with us. God, I hope you're drunk because you're still here. Dick of the Day Award. Always got to give this out, so we're going to hand this out to a company in Grand Prairie, Texas called the Best Herb Coffee Company. And one of their brands is the Kopi Jantan Traditional Natural Herbs Coffee. The name sucks, but apparently the ingredients were fantastic. Dick of the Day goes to the FDA. Hats off, FDA. Thank you so much. They just made them recall their coffee after they found out that it contained, quote, the active ingredient in Viagra.
Ooh. Getting that blood flow, baby.
Yeah.
Daddy's going to get that dude.
A whole new meaning to morning wood.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I need coffee to get me up in the morning, but that's the only time I need it to get me up. I'm just saying. Anyway, they had to recall the coffee because that ingredient can be dangerous for people with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or heart disease.
So stop eating the fucking food
Hats off.
and get a boner.
Hats off to the FDA who received
boner time.
our Dick of the Day Award. Well done, FDA. Thank you so much for being the douchebags we always knew that you were.
If
Give
your
it to
copy
him.
keeps you up for more than 4 hours, get something else.
Coffee keeps you up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or your dad.
All right.
It's been great hanging out with all of you
Remind
tonight.
Chris.
Oh,
I
shit.
I think that was too much.
Hey, you want to hear something really fucked up?
No.
We already did. Actually, he just won that award.
That was a good joke.
You ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
Somebody told me this. He said, "Hey, man, have you ever jacked off and got something on your hand and you look down and you're like, what's up, little guy?"
What?
Like as in
Wow.
that's your child.
like it's your kids in your hand, you know what I'm saying?
No.
I know
no
it's
one,
fucked up, right?
no one thinks that.
I've heard it called knuckle babies, but I've never heard it gone that far.
Hey, what's up? You want to go take a ride with me? I've got to get some gas and Fritos.
It's okay until you try
Hey.
taking them to the daycare. Like, that's the line.
I thought it was pretty fucking
Hey,
hilarious.
Miss Pam, here's my kids.
So,
What's the rate for this?
Wow. Oh, hey, another Dick of the Day award. I just saw the story. I've got to do this one. Because he's a hometown boy. Hats off to Usher.
But he doesn't claim us.
It doesn't matter.
So
Hats off to
he
Usher.
doesn't.
Court papers have surfaced showing that in 2012, Usher paid a woman $1.1 million because he gave her the herp. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. She had accused him of having unprotected sex with her, knowing that he had herpes. So what does he do? Hush money.
So ladies, if you're broke, just go get the herp from Usher.
I see nothing
And then
wrong
be
with
like, yeah.
it. If I'm gonna get, if I'm getting,
Yeah.
if I'm getting paid
Okay.
if I'm getting paid $1.1 million, I'll take the herp from Usher. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, look, in one of my friend's stories, as we end this, I'm in Santa Barbara, California. We're sitting there, we're talking about relationships, we're talking about women. He had just come out of a relationship that was a little rough, you name it. Long story short...
He had just come out.
No, he had just gotten out of a relationship that was a little rough with a great lady. I knew her. And he was just like... Someone had brought up, again, STDs.
Right.
And...
What the...
Oh, I'm sorry. This is pretty common knowledge amongst, like, you know,
Studs?
adults.
Oh, sorry. Excuse my
Either way,
lack
he
of
was like,
maturity.
yeah, I've got herpes. And I was like, whoa, what? He's like, yeah, I've got herpes. I was like, he's like, look, it's not that bad. It's like 4 to 9 days out of your year, and it sucks. And I was like, okay. He's like, in today's world, it's super fixable. It's easy. He's like, look, no shit. A couple of weeks ago, I was in this city, hooked up with a chick. I totally lied to her. I was like, whoa. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, she asked if I was clean. I said, yeah. and I looked at him. I was like, what the? I was like, why would you do that? And somebody's like, look, it's 4 days.
I'm pretty sure
fine.
like being an implement to a crime right now on Facebook Live.
No, I'm
Somebody's
not.
gonna find out who this is. And be like,
I have too many friends and too many places. So either way, this was a great story, but also a revelation of like, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't.
So either way, hey, Santa Barbara, California, if you're ever looking for a good time.
And you want herp.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
Look, it's 4 to 9 days out of your year.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
This is like Chris trying to sell a timeshare.
I've got a guy. He's a good dude. It's just gonna be a
We'll
rough
get you
go.
free Dollywood tickets if you sit down and listen to the pitch.
It's worth it in the long run.
You get one bad week a year. Apparently.
Oh my God! All right,
That's rough.
let's see.
Terrible.
What? All right, so we're pushing 11 o'clock. I don't know when we're going to do this again. It might
It's
be
only
tomorrow.
11?
Yeah, it's 10:57 right now as we speak.
Jesus Christ.
And who knows when we're going to do this? It might be tomorrow. It might be a week from now. Probably going to be tomorrow because we have beer in the fridge and we have nothing better to do with our lives.
The night's not over until there's no beer in the fridge. That's what my contract says for this place.
So are we taking a break and coming back?
Do we want to? Do we want to take a break and come back?
Contract.
Well, we still have 6 people watching, so I
We
said
do.
we give them 15 seconds to vote.
Yeah, okay, so you guys have 15 seconds. John, set the timer, all right? Here we go, 15 seconds. Do you guys want us to come back and keep bullshitting with you? Because we have literally nothing better to do.
No.
They're leaving as we speak.
That should be
Well,
it.
that's a good vote. We're down to 5. I think we close it out.
Not one person has said yes.
Well, I'm watching the stream, and we're actually like, we just now said that to them.
They're like, the herpes comment was a
technically,
no.
we just now said that.
After hearing you had herpes, I think we're going to pass.
Yeah, the rest of these people are just passed out drunk.
I think they are.
They started watching, they got ahead of us, and that was it.
They're literally listening in their sleep right now. They're
Yeah,
going to
we're
wake
down
up
to
tomorrow.
4. Everybody's ready to go.
They're going to wake up tomorrow and be like, herpes? Why does that sound so familiar?
Yeah.
I had a dream about Santa Barbara and my crotch itches.
It's only 4 to 9 days. Only 4 to 9 days.
I wonder if 49
days.
49 days.
Only 49 days of hell.
It's gonna hurt like hell.
Just
Hey, but
49
seriously, guys, coming back, what? Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. Why not?
Probably tomorrow. I think Thursday for sure, though, because we're all off on Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, so more than likely tomorrow.
When did I lose Tuesday?
Booyah.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm with you. This week is...
I seriously don't know how tomorrow is Thursday.
We're literally still gaining people. Why? Do you guys have nothing better to do? I mean, we love you and everything. But, whatever.
All right, so you want to play us out?
Nope. But I will. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out. Who knows? The night is still young. It's only 11 o'clock. We got more beer to drink. There's a good chance we'll probably end up back on
Hey,
here.
and keep talking to us on Facebook. We're always on the Facebook. So
Yeah.
if you guys have ideas for the show, if you have questions for us, anything like that, we're always there. This is a conversation with you guys. Like, this might be us partying and having fun in a room, but you're an important part of it. So.
Yeah, Facebook.com/RejectedRadio is where you can find us. And guys, thank you so much for sharing the page. We appreciate that. We are soon to be on Instagram. A matter of fact, we're going to have that up and going by next week. That way you can stream us live on Instagram, which will be pretty cool. You can find us on Twitter, but honestly, who fucking uses Twitter? I don't think I've updated Twitter in at least a year. Snapchat. Yes, we will send you pictures of the herpes penis.
No, God,
No?
damn
We won't
it.
do that?
They'll get to watch the live process.
Oh, yeah, you can watch the show on Snapchat. Yeah, that's it.
Do not give him the password to this. He's recently single. We're asking for a lawsuit.
Sure.
Dude, what's wrong with an unsolicited dick pic every now and then?
Well,
I'm just saying.
these days...
Well, in Josh's defense, his camera's resolution is not really high enough for us to really send anything lewd. So
It's not very long, but it's as big around as a tuna can.
let's get my lens and some 4K in this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
and Sting buys his tuna where Polly Pocket does. Like if he's saying it's a tuna.
Polly... Okay, can we just back up for a second?
Did you just use Polly Pocket to make a penis
Polly
joke?
Pocket.
Whatever roast you were just trying to do, Polly Pocket was all I got out of that.
Polly Pocket.
No.
Polly
What I think
Pocket.
is fascinating about that is that's a reference that they're no one watching tonight because they're all asleep because they go to bed. But in general, I haven't heard a Polly Pocket reference in maybe 6, 7, 9, 12 years. So
Yeah,
Wow.
typically
That's
whenever
different.
Chris hears the word pocket, it's usually followed by pussy. So
That is. He only fake laughs because it's true.
yeah, no.
Got the fleshlight going somewhere.
Baby's face.
Oh, Polly Pocket.
Oh,
I'm gonna
real
bang.
quick.
I'm gonna
We still have
bang
people
all of
joining
y'all's
us.
wives.
We still have
We
people
still have
watching.
people joining.
We
Hey,
want to
real
join.
quick though, this is
Yeah.
actually a story that's related to what we were just talking about.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, Polly Pocket, the pocket pussy.
No, the pocket pussy. Did you
Oh,
hear about
Jesus
this woman
Christ.
who's been arrested in Japan? You might have to look this story up.
Oh,
just so
I
you
already
can
like
see.
her.
I'm on it.
She made a scan of her vagina and made a 3D printed kayak where the seat, the opening where you sit in it, is her vagina.
Oh, really?
And now she's been arrested because apparently it violates Japan's obscenity rule because she is
Sure.
like distributing pornography apparently.
So I can sit in this woman's vagina.
You can sit in this woman's vagina and
And then go
kayak
to jail
somewhere.
because you're not.
You can
supposed to.
That's the
contribute to her
closest
going to
thing to
jail.
Mother Earth any of us are ever going to get to.
Why? Okay, so why is
Why would
it?
they let her get that far?
What?
She
Like, I
probably-
mean, why would somebody let you get as far as to like mold your vagina into a freaking kayak?
she
Oh,
probably
no,
outsourced
and-
it.
First of all, she is a horrendously ugly woman. Second
She's
of
not
all,
horrendously. It doesn't matter what she looks like.
yeah, it
matters
does.
what
I'm
her
sitting in her
looks
vagina.
like.
She's actually a pretty standard
If I'm sitting in her
Japanese
vagina,
woman.
looks
so
matter.
she's attractive. I'll be blunt. She's pretty.
Second thing is this vagina kayak to scale?
If
What?
she can fit in her own vagina,
Right? Is this more of a seat or is this more of a like
It's not
accessory?
the opening
Exactly,
where
like-
you put your body is not her vagina. It's where you
Is-
sit
is
your
it-
ass on top of
Is there elasticity to it, or is it like throwing a hot dog down a hallway? These are all questions that
You
need
know
to be
what?
answered.
If she was smart, she would have made this something that held food. While you kayak. Here's some mustard, here's some ketchup.
No, Japan has a pretty fish-rich diet. I don't think this would have worked out.
Wow.
Oh, that's even more fitting.
Wow, and John with the tuna joke. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh,
All right.
Good for them. After Fukushima, though, like, good luck.
Good news is when this kayak is used in races, it can be sponsored by Arby's. So that's good.
We just gained more viewers.
We did.
We have the meats. Oh, sorry.
Was that an Arby's commercial, or are we still on the
It's a
Japanese
little late,
lady?
and you're talking in between microphones.
Yeah, seriously.
We're just hearing in the background, we got
I'm
meat,
sorry.
bitch.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just felt left out sitting in the corner.
You're such a part of this. Come here. Don't be sad. Don't be sad.
All right.
Let's
Anyway,
wrap this shit up.
Let's wrap this shit up. Let's talk about.
Hey, you're the one that keeps talking about vaginal kayaking and
Hey,
stuff. Like,
you're the one that.
Oh my god,
pussies.
where's my phone? Speaking of vaginal stuff.
oh my God, Jesus.
Oh no, are we
Love
gonna
it.
have to see the badge?
Badge tats. Yes, yes.
Badge tats. How do we
People
always end
have
up
been
on badge
waiting
tats?
since last night.
No, they have. There's.
Yes, they have.
Why do
Yes,
people
they
keep
have.
watching?
If
Go
you have been
away.
waiting for badge tats since last night, please let us know.
I do not want to see.
Somebody's gonna let you know.
Rejected radio, your ears just got wet. That's what I feel like this is becoming.
Oh my God, we have taken this.
I'm not worried about it.
Rejected radio after dark.
Here's the one that Sting really wants.
What the fuck is? Oh my God.
What is that?
It's a badge tag.
Oh, see, that's
actually
a pretty
kind
good
of cool.
one,
It's
but
a
I'm
little
talking
weird,
about,
but I'm not against it.
If I took her pants off and saw that, I'd probably cry.
I'm talking about one like this.
I would probably
Hold on.
cry.
Like that.
You poor little kid.
Like, no.
Like, you can't even tell it's a vagina.
What the? Yes, I can.
Okay, maybe you can't. Oh, like this, like a little. Like,
Whoa.
what about like a monkey?
Okay, that one's pretty good.
Chris?
That one's creative. I like that one.
I hate that.
It's
Why would
funny.
I ever want to bang?
I know. I didn't say I'd want a part of it. I'm just saying it's funny.
I didn't know your ex was on here.
Just throwing that out there. We don't know whose ex he's talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna
Good
leave
cover.
now.
I feel. God, people are still joining. Why?
How many?
And here's
Because
Sting's
we're
tattoo.
amaze balls. That's why.
Wow. What the fuck?
Show
Can you
me.
find the Bart Simpson one? Because I can't find it.
How did we end up here?
His stomach.
I don't.
That's the belly button.
What a loser.
Wow.
I didn't do it.
Loser. Insane.
Oh, hey, here's a good one. Waldo.
What the? No, it's not
Did you
good.
find him?
He's climbing out of the vagina.
Where's Waldo?
Ooh, I've got one. This is the Twin Towers.
I think that was actually a really good one.
Y'all want to see 9/11?
What the?
Oh, that sounds terrible, Chris.
How?
Well, we've already made our bed.
What the? I really.
I don't know what that is.
I think I'm
just
gonna
wanted
go
to
vomit.
share it with you.
Yeah, that downstairs mix-up was messed up.
A
Yeah.
lot mixed up.
Have y'all
What's-
have you seen the thing on
Why are
YouTube?
people still watching
Old Greg.
this? Old Greg.
You just thought
I'm
you
old,
just thought
man.
like a 12, 14-year-old reference.
I know.
I'm old Greg. I've
What
got
you
a
doing in my
mangina.
walls? Do you love me?
Okay, seriously.
playing your love
Can we please wrap
games
this up?
with
I feel like we're doing nothing now but just ruining our listenership.
All we're doing right now is, honestly,
People are still joining. Stop.
we're farming
I
for
know,
insights
it's
and
getting-
metrics
it's
at this
getting
point.
even better for them. Have you seen this one? It's an armpit tat.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, the show ended about 30 minutes ago, and we've just been sitting here talking. This is what we do after.
It really like
They
this
like
is
to listen to us fart around.
this is literally this
You
is
sound like a school teacher.
this is called show prep. That's what's sad.
I
This is
like
called
to say
show
fart
prep.
around. How about this?
They like to
butt
be
crack
around us
tattoo?
just fluffing around.
Oh
Look
my
at that
God.
butt crack tattoo.
Uh,
Amaze balls.
Jesus.
Look at that, babe.
They just
Yeah.
want to be around us tooting around. They just want to be around when we toot
Oh,
around.
I found it.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my god, I found a cock strip.
My sweet dick.
What What'd you call it? A cockstridge?
It's a cockstitch.
It's a cockstridge. That's actually kind of funny.
It's a cockstitch.
It's messed up.
Oh
It's funny.
my goodness! Like it doesn't even have
That's
like a
clever.
real head.
What?
Well, it has a head.
We all know it can't fly.
Like a real head.
Flightless bird.
Oh
Let's
my
get out of here. I got some Capri Suns, some Gushers, and let's just go to town.
I feel like people are still watching. We keep
How
gaining.
many people is people?
We've been down as low as 3 or 4 through this, and now we're up to like 7 or 8. So,
Yeah,
I mean, they're still coming around.
that's called like go to bed.
No, they're still here.
Old people go to bed right now.
No, I'm just saying it's like okay, you went from 4 to 7. That's not moving the needle.
I'm just saying they're.
Hey,
they're still.
all of y'all
important.
still watching? Fucking get out of here!
Oh my
and quit
God.
watching and get a life. It's called Netflix. It's called everything else in the world.
They already watched everything on Netflix.
No, they haven't.
They're-
Chris
Have
is
you
kicking
watched
everyone
Netflix?
out of his
Yeah,
studio.
quit
digitally.
watching
I
this
feel
shit.
like
Get a
I've
life.
watched everything on Netflix.
This
Speaking
isn't
of
that
Netflix,
fun.
It's
I need to
boner
go
time.
about the whole Netflix and chill thing.
Are you? What the hell are you talking about?
Netflix and chill.
All right, but I
Is that
can't
like a
play
real
us out.
thing?
Yo, I'm pushing the button.
Is that a real thing? Is that
Bye,
a
guys.
Don't
See you
forget,
guys later.
you can find the latest shows online and on demand on Spreaker, iTunes, and SoundCloud. And you can find Rejected Radio on Facebook and Twitter. You've been listening to Rejected Radio. Copyright 2017. All rights reserved.